make you say wow. Let's enjoy some fun conversation. We'll be shooting the shelf around the nation. Let's start shooting the shelf.
Good morning, everyone. I don't have all my lights on. Welcome to Shooting the Shelf. Something or other. Episode 33, Season 4, a.k.a. 163 overall, a.k.a. I think I spelled Eds Nice's name wrong in the title slide, a.k.a. What's up, Curtis?
What's going on?
You know, things and stuff.
Oh, and stuff? Both? It's cool.
Yes.
It's cool. Awesome. I love that song. Gets me all pumped up.
Yes. I don't have my air conditioner turned up, down cold enough. I'm very warm right now.
Top 3 parts of the song. The intro. Go.
Jeremy sang it and wrote it and played the musics, the instruments.
That's all 3 of yours?
Yeah.
Okay. I'm going to go with when I do this thing like this. I don't know why I do that thing, but like in the middle, I go like this. And then when we're watching it, I do this with it. So I don't know what I was doing during that time frame, but I love that part. I love the or two. And then I love the everybody loves. Those are my 3 favorite parts in that order. So, yeah.
Is it because I thought it said everybody look?
No. It's just I just love that guy. He wants to get the word out so much about our show that he does the whole cup hand yell thing. He could just turn to the side and just be like, "Everybody loves Shooting the Shelf," but he's shouting it out to the masses. Like that guy's excited. That's
because I thought he said everybody look, and he was trying to draw their attention to it as it was.
It works better this way. Just leave it. Just leave it be.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. I see Rob Zamora. Everybody. Yeah. I don't know about everybody, but that's what the song says.
That's what it says. Yeah. I didn't write the song. You didn't write the song. You gotta ask Jeremy. So I don't know. You want me to call out the folks in the chat? You want me to do that thing?
Yes.
Okay. Back at like noon 30 today, we had V-Dog.
Hold that thought.
I'll wait.
I wasn't ready.
We had V-Dog. There it is. Then at 4 o'clock, we had this is my time. We had Freaks Figures. So we don't have then we had Crom 316. He was in the customizing studio earlier. We have Brian Carr. Let me just take a minute.
Because that's car horn.
That's good. I like that. Brian Carr, let me just take a minute and say that dude is just so nice. Like, he's such a good guy, right? Like, we know the whole dragons or more thing, right? But like today we had a really good conversation on New to Mythics Live. If you didn't catch it, really awesome episode, touched on some serious topics and stuff. And one of them was kind of like, how do you make sure you don't go overboard on your collection and making decisions, that kind of thing. And one of the things that I mentioned was with the Mondo line, because they're so big, they're so pricey, I've got to pick and choose which ones that I, I'm going to get. And I've had to come to the realization that I can love something. I can love the fact that it exists. I can appreciate a toy without having to own it. And one of those that I talked about was the Mondo Buzz Off. I think it's an amazing piece. I think it's absolutely beautiful. I said I'd love to see it one day. I'd love to hold it in my hand, but I don't feel like I have to have it in my collection. So not only did Brian say that he's going to bring it to Legion's Con for a play date, but then he sent me a photo of it just for me to kind of see and admire. So I appreciate that. Great dude. Yeah. That's
awesome. Real quick, we got $1.99 super chat from our good friend Kevin Maboots. Hello, Kevin.
Hello, Kevin.
Thanks for being here, and thank you for being such a good friend, follower, supporter, friend, more importantly than all the other stuff. But thank you.
And I've heard a few people that are excited to see what Kevin does with this latest figure obscura because he does so much outdoor stuff. I think he'll come up with something really cool.
We've got get into the weeds.
He might get into the weeds. That's true. We got James Studio Sasamudio. Oh. We've got Dub 3 in the house. Jesse disappeared. So I guess that means. I gotta turn your picture down. Okay, he disappeared. So I guess we got to play this.
Oh, I see. You have found the ghost of Rhaegor's dagger. What shall you do with such great power, AI boy? What will you do?
He's done! Done 3! Flipping birds at nerds! Done 3! Done 3! Told the stats! Coolest toys! He's done 3! Purple gang! Nothing to death for nothing. Done 3! Done 3! Done 3! Slash boom! Done 3! The king of the lands, Dub 3, master of the purple tide, master of the night, it's Dub 3. La Sega, Photo 5.
Man, Dub song goes hard. Goes really hard.
Okay, we've got to tighten up this intro here. We're already 9 minutes in. And
I mean, you can't
five...
cut. Listen, if you want to see the short version of the Dub song, you go over that Purple Gang show. They show the short version. We're going to show the long version here because it goes hard until they copyright strike us. And then we'll take it off. Tanya McCoy is here. We got Kevin McCoy in the house. Both the McCoys are here. Darla Akerman is here. She is over on the couch and she's pretending to wear a hat. Let's see. We've got Stacy Lynn here. We've got Jesse Marshall. Brian Lynn is here. He says, "Ayo," in his Scott Hall voice. Ayo.
I don't know what Scott Hall. That was the residence hall I lived in.
No, it's the wrestler. Ayo. Also, I saw Brian working very hard at getting those pillars ready for Legion's Con. So, and he posted like a really cool video with was it Metallica? I don't know. He had some really cool music about doing a dio. It was really cool. I like that. Keep that up, Brian.
We appreciate all the support you bring to us, Brian.
Yeah. I am is here. Everything else is silent.
Pillars.
Nice. I like that. Guaisagwe Echevarria is here. Says hello. Jen, not so lucky sprinkles. We're going to turn that around. We're going to get that turned around. Who left some warlock is in the house. We've got David Williams here as well. Captain Firebeard Baker from across the pond. Scrolling. Wait. What is this? We're both over the top. I don't know. I don't know what that means. I just know it's it's Sunday. I don't know. It must be a new. Trevor must have put another day on the calendar in the work week. Let's see. We got Motu Guru here. Schmerber is in the house once again. Great episode. New to Mythics this morning. We got Cincy John here. Kevin Hamilton, aka Hamiltoes. Yeah,
I know in Celtic language the C is pronounced like a hard K. So is that Kinky John?
Could be. We don't know. We don't know what he does on his spare time. We've got Rob Zamora here, and he did say everybody. I don't know. Maybe. Alberto Morales is here. Scrolling. We got Dork Lair, the Dork Lair of Figure Obscura fame. Check out his review. And let me, you know what? I'm going to big myself for a second just because I want to stretch out this opening segment. I know it really makes Jesse happy when I do that. Listen, last time I looked at Dork Lair's video for the Figure Obscura, there was like over 2,000, almost 3,000 people that had seen it and like 290 something likes. Let's get that ratio up, people. If you're going to watch the video, hit that like button. You know, don't be selfish. Hit the like button. Just got to throw that out there. We've got Jeremy Govier in the house. Was that goats?
I don't know what you're talking about.
Oh, all right. William Husted is here. We got Jesse. He's on screen. He's in the chat, pulling double duty. Got Nate Strong in the house. I was actually just talking about Nate today. We already said these. Bunch of people talking. System of the Dub, yes. We're all friends, no copyright. Okay, cool. Thank you very much. Arthas is here. Arthas was also in the studio today doing some amazing work. We got Van Johnson in the house. He was also in the customizing studio today. Trying to see if we can get Ricky on there, get Ricky do some painting. That would be awesome. Purple Ray Lemonade is here. And, we hit the like button enough. So, Trevor, not going to stand for that. I see what you did there. Twizzler19 is here. Hello, sir. Okay, Freaks Figures. Fun fact on my end anyway. The first search that popped up when I typed in Jersey Devil on YouTube was the Dork Lair review. So there you go. We're doing some cool things. Now just hit that like button, people. Mark Rivera is here, says greetings. Is he an alien? That sounds like what an alien would say.
No, it's Mark.
Okay. MJ Staten is here. G says, Nate, Peacemaker was dope. I don't know. Jesse warned me about a certain scene. Just saying. Just throwing it out there. Curtis Durst, are you down with the Nookie? I don't know anything about Nookie. I do like hot dog flavored water, though. I got him, folks. I got him. I think we've got a guest tonight, though. Don't we?
Sorry, I'm trying not to throw up right now.
That's fine. I'll take over. We do have a guest tonight. I know you like to say a friend or two. We don't have two people, but we've got somebody with multiple names. We've got Psycho Ed, we got Eds Nice, and we've got Edgardo deJesus.
Wepa!
Welcome, sir. How you doing?
All right. How you guys doing? ¿Qué está pasando, mi gente? How you guys doing tonight?
Doing excellent. Yourself?
I'm doing great. I love that dub intro. That was freaking fantastic. He was going ham on those skellies.
Yeah. Those skellies can't hold up to dub. They have no shot. They have no
chance.
I will say for anybody that was like, you know what, that dub song went really hard. I want to see it again. I want to hear it again. Well, you'll get your chance because he is my guest for how they do that tomorrow morning for the normies after this show for the members of the channel. So if you're members of the channel, after this is over, you can go right over there, hear it again, and hear from Dub on how he does his photography. So
nice. I'm gonna check that out for sure.
Yeah, all the normies though. Check tomorrow. It'll be up 9 o'clock Eastern.
9 o'clock a.m. All right.
Yeah.
Jesse, are you still feeling warm, hot?
Yes. Yeah.
I'm sorry.
It's okay.
Latino
I think I might have
heat.
a fever.
You know,
Brendan's here. Says, "What's up, guys? What's up, Brendan?"
Yeah. All right. Yeah. I'll blame you.
Hey, Jesse, can you read this comment here?
No, I certainly cannot.
We got Dirk's Designs in the house. Ed, maybe you can read this one for us.
Hola. Los ruidos de los mapaches se intensifican.
And do you have any idea what that means?
Yes, the sounds of the raccoons magnify. They get more intense.
All right, there you go. The raccoon noises intensify.
Yeah.
It needs to be a 20-minute extended dub theme.
I think you can just hit like repeat.
Yeah, can we
the
get a 10-hour
playlist.
version? Jordan, can you get us a 10-hour sleep version of the Dub Dub song? All right. Well, Ed, we appreciate you being here. As you know, at the start of the show, we do a little thing called shelf selections. This is where Jesse and I have picked out some photos throughout the week that inspired us, and so we're going to go through those now. And we're going to start with Jesse burping. This one is from me. Imagine that. I think probably people would have not guessed this in the chat. This would be a huge surprise. Well, you know what? It does have a dinosaur and Superman, though, so I might have thrown.
You like dinosaur, Curtis? Since when do you like dinosaur?
This is Nilla Gorilla _13. And yeah, this is one of Jesse's picks trying to attack one of my picks, and I'm trying to hold it off. So that's what's going on here. But yeah, I mean, neat mix of lines, not anything that I would think to put together. But I love it. I love the little bit of dirt kind of like shooting up from the ground. I think a lot of times they do that with like an air can. They like spray it like as they are taking the shot. But yeah, super intense. I love it. Jesse?
Yeah, this is a great shot. As soon as I saw it, I was like, "What's going on here? Why is Curtis picking dinosaur pictures?" And then I saw Superman. No, this is really cool. It's a great shot. I love the kind of you don't see a lot of straight on shots of T-Rexes, so I just thought that was a really fun way to do that, and just a really cool pose. Yeah, and I want Nilla wafers now.
Cool, Ed.
I love this shot. I did see this during the course of the week, and it caught my attention quickly. Superman just saying, "Yeah, okay, T-Rex," but you see the force of the T-Rex as he's pushing Superman with the dust flying across. Mm-hmm. So it looks fantastic. Did a great job, like a great mix-up. You know?
Oh, for sure. I go back to like all of the Jurassic Park movies that I've seen, and how, you know, it always starts out where they're like, this time it's not going to happen. This time they're not going to eat people. It's going to be okay. We've corrected all the mistakes. This time we're good. And then they start eating people again. And I think all they've needed in those movies to actually make them not suck is Superman. If Superman would have shown up in any of those movies, much better right off the bat. So, yeah, there we go. I agree. Next is one of Jesse's picks.
So I saw this one right before the show. I was trying to find my last pick for the week, and it just made me laugh. You know, just a whole bunch of, I'm not even going to try to say the name of the species that Greedo is, because I don't remember. But just a whole bunch of Greedos and his buddies using the porta potty. Just made me laugh.
I did want to pull this comment about the last photo. Dirk says, absolutely ridiculous. It's scientifically proven that Tyrannosaurus teeth were 90% kryptonite. So I did not know that. I take back everything I said about Superman beating the T-Rex. Yeah, this photo is just a lot of fun. I love this. It kind of just the setting, like it looks like it's in a hallway or something, or whatever. It looks like it's a convention. Like it looks like people lined up, you know, and they're like, okay, well, let's use the restroom first, and then we can go in and get our exclusives or whatever. So
thanks, guys.
Yeah, this is just funny. I mean, there's certain pictures where you're like, oh, this is a masterpiece, and they did this and that, and there's certain ones that are just like, this is cool, it's fun. This is one of the fun ones. I like it.
Yeah. Ed? Oh man, I think it's fun as well. It's funny. The second guy up must be saying, I hope this guy doesn't drop a deuce in front of me. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I think that's the hesitation with the guy going in, and he's like, open the door, and he's like, oh, what in the space gods?
Yeah.
Oh man,
it smells like hot dog in here.
Sausage, and then the service number on it.
Great. All right, that's awesome. Yeah, cool one. Actually,
you guys smell sausage when you walk into a toilet. You're experiencing much nicer toilets than I am.
I got to make sure that I'm following this account because I don't know that I am. So give me one.
Oh yes, it's Utah_Don.
Yeah, and I am following.
I will say one last thing.
Yeah,
I didn't realize there were that. I don't know if these were customized. I didn't realize there were that many options of Rhodians. in the 3 3/4 collectible space. His cousin Speedo.
I didn't realize that there was a gender neutral porta potty 1/12 scale out there. So interesting. Or is this 1/18? I can't tell.
This looks like 3 3/4 to me.
Okay.
Yes, that's 1/18.
I still didn't know there was one out there. I don't even know where that comes from, but all right. Next one is one of my picks. And this is just because this is just fucking badass. Like this is M_W_Forrester. What did we break, Jesse? What happened now?
I said it looks European, and then they're on the line to pee.
Yeah, European. Nice.
I'm such an idiot.
Yeah. So yeah, I saw this one and I was like, man, this goes hard. This looks like it goes with a Dub 3 song. That's the only like critique that I would have on this is I don't know what this spooky, scary skeletons music that they got going on. If they would have put the Dub 3 song over this picture, it would have been perfect. But it really is cool. I love the, just sitting on the throne. You got the skeletons around him, the smoke. Yeah, it's really, really awesome. Jesse?
I only want to say I can't unsee it. I saw it, and it's not a critique of the photo. I think I could not take a photo this good. It's just the positioning of the front and center skeleton's hand. It just looks really badly placed. Otherwise, I absolutely love this photo.
We deserve better, Jesse. Ed, thoughts on this one?
Man, I just followed this this person. Excellent photo. Necro there with his henchmen. Jesse, I see what you mean with the hand in that certain location. I got you, you know what I mean? But it is what it is. It's freaking an awesome shot with all that fog there, with all that smoke. Awesome.
Beautiful.
Yes, it's a fantastic photo. Like, yeah.
We're gonna move photos now so that Jesse can grow up. Jesse, what do you got here?
This is one I picked. This is not a Curtis pick, but I knew Curtis would most likely appreciate it. This is Noir Kaiser Effects. And I don't know which version of Robin this is. I mean, like which toy. But I just go ahead.
No, you're good.
I just thought the pose was great. The posing of the cape. The light coming in from inside the cathedral is brighter. You got the dark. It feels like, something right out of Gotham, and I absolutely love it.
I believe this is the Damian Wayne Mezco figure. And I think that like the thing behind him is something that Trevor showed on Friday night. Like it's this big giant tower thing. It may not be the same thing, but it really looks like it. And I can't remember who made it off the bat, but it was really, really super cool. In fact, so much so that it beat Blake's money shot on Friday night, and it's now Trevor's money shot. So I love this. I think it's awesome. Just, the pose, the lighting, everything. So, Ed?
Hey, real quick, let's give a big round of applause to Sumya, who was on last week, and the Legends of Ramiyan. And the first person who, as soon as the show ended, said he wanted to come back so he could tell another story about me booing the
he wants to improve on his story. And yeah, we got a couple people saying this a Toy Blocks Dio. So
awesome.
And it's awesome. Like this is just one small portion of it. I'm telling you, this thing is huge. So
that's what she said.
Ed,
I think this is tremendous shot. With the lighting behind Robin through that glass is awesome. That's just an awesome Dio. Awesomeness, well placed, good positioning, awesome shot. His cape is just right. It's good stuff.
For sure. I mean, we can all agree Jason Todd and Dick Grayson are both better Robins, but that's fine.
Yeah.
All right. Next one is one of mine. This is our good friend Nate Armstrong, Telltale Art Customs. And I thought this was just really just special and fun. So he's combined parts from, I believe it's the Undead Builder, parts from the Red Death, and parts from the Monkey King, I believe. And then he used like plumber's tape that you use to like kind of water seal threads when you're hooking like plumbing connections together, and used it as bandages on here, which is just genius, and made this kind of decrepit form of Mumra before he turns into the kick your butt Mumra. What's that?
Mumkira.
Yeah. Ancient spirits of evil, transform this form to Mumra, the ever living.
That's pretty dang good.
I love that one, Curtis. That was great.
We just got booted off of YouTube. Jesse, thoughts on this one?
I think it's great. I'm glad Nate tried this out, because I was going to not do this figure or anything, but I was going to mess with that plumber's tape on a custom. So it's nice to see that I wasn't the only one having that thought. So when he posted some of the parts the other day, he's like, "Can you guess what figure this is?" I had no idea where he was going with it. So when I saw this, I thought it was really cool. And I think that's the Kalian Shun cape, isn't it?
I believe it is.
From Outpost Axios.
Yep, sure looks like it.
But yeah, this is great. I love how he mashes up the different things to do these tributes, and he goes all out with his modifications. So bravo, Nate.
Yeah. Awesome. This is awesome. Suwan Mumra. He did excellent work with the Teflon tape, man. He freaking killed it. He painted the Monkey King's faceplate head. It looks great. I love the eyes on it. Oh man, it's like I love Thundercats, so this like grabs me. Like, I need you, Eddie, in my life. No, you need me in your life, Eddie.
Wholesome Warlock says not enough people talk about how dope Kalian Shun is. I could see that. She's really underrated. Dope. She is dope. She's underrated. Thundercats. Next one is one of Jesse's.
This is another one I just thought was fun. I had picked this a couple weeks ago, and I had missed it when I was sending the pictures to Curtis. So I was like, I'm going to grab that one. This is from KB Toys 92. It's one of the Armory Knights, chilling, just sitting by the dock of the bay, if you will, or wherever this location is. It just kind of offers that slice of life moment of a soldier taking a break from soldiering. Nice.
Taking a break from all his worries sure would help a lot.
Right.
Yeah. That reference.
Okay. Wouldn't you like to get away? Sometimes you want to go where everybody knows your name. Anyway, KB Toys, yes. My favorite toy store growing up. Way better than that crappy Toys R Us. Anybody says otherwise is wrong. Love this figure. Love this photo. Very relaxed, cool. This looks to me what it feels like to watch Mod Squad on Saturday mornings. Like you wake up on Saturday morning, you turn on Mod Squad, you hear like Stacy and Tanya just very softly like painting and talking about their week and what they're painting on. You hear the birds chirping in the background, and you're like, this is what the weekend's all about, and that's what this picture does for me. So good job.
Yeah, awesome. Oh, it looks relaxing. He's just taking a deep breath, taking in the sun, listening to the water, just being mindful before he goes back to duty. So
for sure,
it looks good.
Yeah,
enjoy it. Yeah, absolutely,
duty. Next one is one of mine. This is Darko _customs, and holy cow, like. These are some paint jobs right here, man. Like you want to talk about some painting.
Yeah.
Like, this is painting. Man, I love these. I love the teeth look spectacular. Just the whole fierceness of the sculpt, the shading in the different areas, the highlights, even the hair, like the little kind of green highlights on the top of the hair. Man, these I and then the eyes, like you look at the eyes and it's like freaking
Oh, man.
perfect. Like, I mean, absolutely perfect. There is not like one spot of it that you're like, well, he kind of went off to the side a little bit on this part. No, dude, those are perfect. So, great job here. This is spectacular. Jesse?
It's phenomenal. Like, amazing skill, amazing sculpts. I don't think I can really add anything onto what you said other than these are amazing.
Ed?
Didn't you hit that clunk? That was my heart hitting the floor when I saw it.
Oh, okay.
Expertise painting this is friggin' amazing. It is amazing. Wow, I love it. Now it's crazy.
It is something. Yeah, it is something special, and like everybody should be following this account. Once again, Darko_customs. Fantastic. I think I might have cut you off there, Ed. Do you have something else?
Just like looking into his eyes and the way it's got the fading there. It's wow. Like you got to be precise doing that stuff. Awesome.
Yeah, there's just so much about this. This is just fantastic. So yeah, excellent work. Next one is one of Jesse's.
So this is Kill Cutter Photos on Big Bad Toy Store. This is one of the NECA Predators riding the D20 Wolf, and I just thought it was really cool. And you got like all the face huggers crawling up the mountain. I just thought it was a nice, fun mixture of character genre themes. You know, it feels like it could have been something out of like a sequel to the Predator Killer of Killers animation that came out not too long ago. You know, bringing the aliens into it. I don't know, it was just really cool, and I just like the elevation and how you know dangerous this situation looks.
Yeah, I mean, this looks like something like right out of a movie. You know, just the first off, the landscape and the scenery and stuff like this is just spectacular. The wolf and the predator look fantastic, and then you've got all those like creepy alien spiders like coming at him. Like, yeah, no thank you. I do not want to be there. But great job. It looks really good.
Oh,
Ed?
Yeah. Oh man, just the scenery alone is freaking amazing. I like how the fog is behind the wolf and the predator, and then you have all the intensity of the fake huggers coming at them. It's like you could feel the intenseness for the predator and the wolf. You know, freaking awesome.
Absolutely. All right. Next one is one of mine. This is law.abe.79. I saw this first on the Cabal, I believe. I saw it on Facebook for sure. And then I thought, man, I think I remember his Instagram. And so I went to the Instagram. He did have it on there. And I love when people can do a like light or glow or fire effect really well. And that's what you have here. Like you've got, you know, almost like a bright white in the middle, going out to the yellow, going out to orange, going out to red. And then you've got like the shaded parts of the red. It's really spectacular work. I just love what he did here. Jesse?
Yeah, this color combination is fantastic. Just the tones from the white to the purples, you know, all the way out. It just feels really intense, really cool. I can't wait to see if this is going on a custom or what it is when it's completely finished. But yeah, this is beautiful.
You all right, buddy? Hurt yourself?
Kevin is acting up.
Oh, gotcha. Ed, thoughts on this one?
Superb. You know, the color combination, his vision came out in his portrayal. It looks freaking amazing. This guy's got some massive skills. Yeah,
absolutely. Next one is one of Jesse's.
So this is Toy Mirth, and it's a dinosaur, and it's outside and in the water. So of course I was picking this one. I just love the, the depth and the sense of danger with the guy in the raft and the Spinosaurus down below. I can't imagine sticking that Spinosaurus down in the water like that. But just because how rare it was to find. So hopefully it dried out okay. But yeah, this I think this shot looks really cool, and just the reflection with the clouds and the trees above just really gives that whole perception of scale, and everything just feels right. I think it's a lot of fun.
Yeah, I don't know that I recall ever seeing a like completely underwater, like from above looking down it. Like I've seen stuff in the water where it's like coming out of the water where they have it like in shallow or something. But having it completely like under the water here is really neat. Yeah, I like I said, I don't know that I've ever seen that. And then when you think about like the outdoor shot, and we've talked about like, the time of day and all this kind of stuff to get that perfect shot here. Really well done. That's nice. Ed.
This is amazing. The transparency looking into the water, and then the reflection of the clouds, and the sense of danger for the I'm gonna guess that's a G.I. Joe figure on the little boat.
That would be my guess. Yes,
it's awesome. I've never seen something like this also. So very nice.
Very cool.
And this is you get Dash, because Jesse, he was a pain in the neck to find out there in Target.
Yeah.
And this is Toy Mirth, on Instagram. So I'm now going to remove this because I added a shelf selection. I was checking to see if I was following somebody that Jesse had picked one, which I was, but when I was on there just checking, I found a different one. So I've got another shelf selection. It's a bonus shelf selection, folks. And this is Ralph Sifra underscore. I believe it's 2 underscores at the end. And I think I had one of his either last week or the week before where he's doing this kind of like shell shaded stuff in kind of a much better way than what we see from like factories that do it. And this one here, I don't know this character. I guess it's like a Hulk that's also got like cybernetic parts. He's like half of his face is robotic.
Well,
yeah, go ahead.
It is. The figure is the Immortal Hulk from Diamond Select or Marvel Select.
Okay.
I have no idea why that
with a
head
custom
came
head
with it. Because like that is no. That head came with it.
Oh.
With the robot parts. I just don't understand why, because that was not part of that storyline, at least as far as I read.
Well, I mean, the look, he did a great job. So that's it. I'll pass it off to Jesse.
No, again, like whenever we had this up last time, the detail in this, I normally don't like the cell shaded stuff, like we said, from the factories. They just don't go far enough with it. And this totally, like, the pants look like they have like a like material texture to them. And I've had this figure in the past, so I know there's some sculpt work there, but they look like actual purple jeans. It's crazy. Like if you were to touch it, the texture is there. It is amazing.
Super cool. Ed?
It adds so much more to this figure with that cell shading. You got to be patient. I'm sure that takes a while to do, but it's worth it, man. He just transformed this figure into something amazing.
It's a work of art for sure.
Yeah.
Awesome. Well, that is it for shelf selections. So make sure you guys follow those Instagram accounts, and it'll make your Instagram feed that much cooler. I am now going to remove my shelf selection slides so that Jesse doesn't get confused. Maybe. There we go.
Way to make an assumption.
Yeah, he gets confused easily, folks. He's like a farm animal.
I just found 3 more pictures I want to share now.
Ed, thank you for being on. Appreciate it. Obviously, we want to get to a very special thing at the end of the show, so stay tuned for that, folks, because there's a story coming. Let's just say that. But in the meantime, since last we spoke, I think the last time we saw you was during the during the Dragon campaign, right? 24-hour stream.
Yeah.
And you guys had a very wonderful section where you guys were doing a whole bunch of games and doing your absolute best to keep me awake, which I will eternally be grateful for. And then I wasn't on your show, but I was told to do an audio clip for your birthday, which somehow turned into a video clip that was shared that I was told would not be shared. I don't know if you know anything about that.
I have no idea about anything. I'm innocent.
Okay.
I'll take the fifth.
Yeah.
Or the 5, 4 plus 1, the 5, the fifth.
See, Tony didn't tell me. He just said, I need an audio clip for Ed's birthday, but he didn't say that it's for a game or anything. And I'm like, I don't know how to do an audio clip. Like I can send you a video. Like, first off, people want to see this.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like that's why I get so many invites on YouTube. It's not for the voice. You don't see me getting invited to Euro Legions or Mythic Enablers, right? It's not the voice. It's this.
Is that I got you.
Yeah.
It's very eye catching.
Yeah. So I'm like, I can do a video. And he's like, well, go ahead and send a video and I'll just distract the audio. And I'm like, okay, well, I guess it doesn't really matter what I'm doing or where I'm at. And I was in a very private place doing the video. And then lo and behold, the video does get shared. So I was kind of surprised by that.
That's some. I'm going to have to speak to Tony.
I appreciate that.
I had no idea. Like I said, that was a little shocker for me. Like, damn. All right, Curtis, showing me your shoulders and all that shit. So, thank you.
Well, I appreciate you addressing it. Yeah, I mean,
I will.
Yeah, and then I didn't realize that I had stopped the recording and I had scrubbing the underbits and.
Oh man.
Anyway, yeah, but appreciate you being on. So, your guys' show has really kind of picked up some steam over the past year. It's just a lot of fun. You guys do a lot of games and the verses and have some wonderful guests on and stuff. So tell me about, first off, how you guys decided to do a show, like how you came together as a group, and then how that show has kind of evolved over the time that you guys have been doing it.
It started at Legions Con 2 years ago, I think it was.
Mm-hmm.
And we just met for the first time. We were having a few drinks. I was showing off some of my customs. And then all of a sudden, I'm like, why don't we create our own group of Latin Legions? And then Tony and Al and Matt got together and it just took off. So we were communicating and we set a date and and it just mashed and it just happened, and it's been fun. It's been a fun ride,
I think and as with any show, like when you first start off, really when you guys first started off, obviously you can see you're kind of getting your legs underneath you. You're trying to get used to, the StreamYard and who's going to talk when and what are you doing to fill that time slot and stuff. And now it's like people watch and it's just fun. It's like a game show. The whole it's like just I don't know. It's like Chuck Woolery or whatever.
Yeah. We try to make it fun and light, and you want to get away from all the stress of life, and Sundays. It's just, for some of us, it's the last day of relaxation until Monday. So we just want to live it up and just have a good old time. Laugh a lot.
For sure. So do you guys talk about what the games are going to be or what is going to go on, or is one person kind of take the reins on that?
Tony takes the reins on that. I come up with the mythic battles. I come up with the characters who are going to fight. I'll send it to him, and if we got to communicate during the week, because sometimes it's hard. Everyone lives in a different time zone and stuff like that. Mm-hmm. But we all meet up and we all get it done. And I remember our first show, Matt was nervous. So being what I do for a living, I had a little talk with him, and Matt's really killing it. He's doing a great job, and he's finding his flow and just going out there having a good time, laughing it up, and just talking. And he does a great job. He does a great job reading the bios. So
yeah, I love Matt. Matt's great. His versus picks are always the worst. They're just terrible. Like as like you guys will throw out one out there, and I'm like, this is a clear cut one, and everybody will go the same way that I thought. Like this one's clear, and he's like, well, actually, if you think about this, and maybe this happened, and then a lightning bolt came down and hit their foot, and therefore they jump like this whole like weird crazy scenario that would never happen. It's like, dude, you're putting too much thought into this. Like you're so trying to be different. Just like, come on, just pick it. Just pick.
Well,
so.
Today it was 100% different.
Oh yeah,
I was the one on the opposite end.
You were the unique one today, huh?
Yeah. So,
That's awesome.
It's just seeing how you see things in your own mind, in your perspective, and the story you put it with it. So creativity.
Very cool. Are you guys planning on doing a show this year at Legion's Con, like during the weekend?
I don't think so. We haven't spoken about that at all. So, but we are going to go to CarverCon. We got a table there. So
very cool.
We all bring a few things. I'll bring some customs with me. Some of my dinos and some of I made these little.
Oh, that's cool.
Little fireplaces. So
yeah. Matt says, I just always want the good guy to win, and sometimes I have to fudge the numbers. Yeah, man, some of your stories are a little out there. They're a little out there. That's awesome. No, I think CarverCon is going to be an absolute blast. Yeah. Brian's obviously put a lot of work into it. And there seems to be such a really strong response to it that sounds like it's going to be awesome. So
yeah, 100%.
Very cool. Do you guys have a table for Legion's Con, or you kind of do your own thing?
No, we just go there together, and we got our rooms rented out already. So, we just hang out in the lobby and just walk around. And
you say rooms, like multiple rooms, or you guys all?
I got a room with Tony, and I think Matt got a room with Al.
Okay, I thought maybe the four of you were sharing a room. I was wondering who was shacking up with who, but.
Questions nobody else needs answered.
So let me give you a quick versus, since you're the versus guy. We just saw the Jersey Devil get revealed this weekend. Jersey Devil versus any other figure obscura. Who has the best chance of beating the Jersey Devil out of all the other figuras?
At beating who?
The Jersey Devil versus any of the figure obscura. Take your pick. Which one do you think would have the best chance of beating the Jersey Devil in a fight?
All right.
I mean, Father Christmas is out, right? That's he's done. Yeah, Father Christmas is out.
He's got a lot of magic. But I think he's going to take a little bit more than magic.
He's wiry underneath the robes.
Right. Yeah. Frankenstein's got the strength, but does he have the agility?
I'm seeing Monkey King, Krampus.
Yeah, I'm gonna think that the Monkey King, Krampus, Monkey King, Demon,
Red Death, Headless Horseman.
Shit. Huh. Well, I'm gonna go with the Red Death because
Trevor says Anubis and Bastet are literally gods. So I don't know. You're going Red Death?
Well, I'm gonna go with the Red Death. He's got the touch of death, right? Supposedly.
Yeah. Yep. If he can touch him, he can kill him.
With the Red Death. Yeah. So if he touches even his little tail or his hoof, you're done.
Jesse, what do you got?
Damn, we got so many FOs already. I didn't realize.
I think
a lot of figura.
Who I think would lose to?
Who would have the best chance of beating him?
Oh, the best chance of beating him?
Yep. I'm going Headless Horseman. I just think the horse gives an advantage. But
I'm gonna go with the one I think would be the most entertaining battle, the most worthwhile would be Monkey King.
That would be pretty good.
That'd be a good match.
Dorkler says Red Death doesn't even have to touch him. His presence spreads the instant kill plague.
Oh, okay.
So there you go.
There you go. He's like, give him the essence. The essence of Red
Jeremy Gerard is the winner. I can see that.
Well, true.
So have you been to any other cons this year besides Legion's Con back in November?
ZoloCon.
Nice.
ZoloCon. I think that's the last one I went to.
That was with the new location, right? Or was that right?
Yeah.
Was it? No, it's
the new
Zolo,
location. Yeah. It was
What did
nice.
you think of that?
It was really good. I enjoyed it, and that figure is freaking awesome. I think that's one of my top 5 Mythics figures. So,
The Barbarian?
Oh,
the Headhunter or Barbarian?
The
Headhunter. Yeah. I think Headhunter, as of right now, I've got some that I haven't opened yet. I haven't opened Enoch, Gideon, or Necronominus. But I think right now Headhunter might be my no. I think the Paladin Cleric might have knocked it off.
Gotcha.
That one's pretty awesome.
That's awesome. Yeah.
So
yeah.
Yeah.
But it was nice being there, and I got to see Tidy, Ryan, his wife, a bunch of Brian Carr, everyone. So Marty Max. So it was a really nice time.
Very cool.
It was nice. Nice, relaxing, and just chilled and had a great time.
And is your next one Legion's Con, or you got something coming up before that?
Well, I might go to ToyCon, New Jersey. I think that's in a few weeks.
Yeah, it's towards the end of September, because I think it's the same weekend as Joe Lanta down south. So I will be at Joe Lanta. Along with the McCoys are going to be down there. I got Dirk's Designs. We got PGG. We're going to be doing a painting session thing down there. Should be a lot of fun. So
it sounds like a great time.
Yeah, but I know there's going to be some great people at ToyCon too. I think Mark's been talking about going. I would imagine Brett's probably going to be there. You probably get like the Gonzaleses and all those people of the world. So
definitely, looking forward to it.
Brendan says Ed's rolling around full size luggage at Zolo.
That's right. It was a lot better, man.
Yeah. There you go. That works. So what else been happening for you other than the show and that kind of thing? What's been going on in Ed's world?
In Ed's world, I just started my own business, EC Power Washing LLC. So trying to get my customers in. I have 2 jobs already. It's hard trying to advertise and get business, but that's how it is at the beginning. So hopefully by word of mouth, I start getting up,
Is that something that you've done for other companies on the side before you started this, or how did you get into this?
I started last year when I was power washing my house. Like, wow, this is like therapy for me. I'm enjoying it.
It's fun.
Really quick. Oh man, I like seeing something that looks cruddy, and then 5 minutes later you can see it just wash away.
Yeah,
so I love it. I let the machine do the work, and I just and it's awesome. Like, look at how nice I got.
Is this your tagline, Ed? Ed's gonna get you wet.
Yeah, I like that.
I see Stephanie Orkins in the chat now.
Hey,
it brings up a point that I wanted to talk to you, Ed, about because I believe little bone to pick with you and your channel.
Oh shit.
I'm sorry. And I don't know what this is about.
You're the one that's on here, so you're the one that's got to take the heat. I'm sorry.
I take the heat.
But there's been a couple times, a little false advertising, I would say, a little false advertising, where people have tuned in expecting to see Stephanie Orkin, and then no Stephanie Orkin. So is that just like a trick on your guys' part to try to up the view count, or what's going on there? What are you guys doing?
No trick. There's no trick. She's been booked, and she gets busy. She has life, and she just couldn't make it those days.
You scared her away. Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, I did one of these. You know what I mean? I did one of these.
She was getting ready to come on the show, and then one of the guys said, "Goliath sucks."
That's it. I didn't want to say it.
Like, I'm out. I'm out.
It pissed her off. She's like, I ain't gonna go with these bastards talking shit about Giles.
Hey, listen, I gotta address the issue. Like, people have tuned in. They're like, hey, we came here for one thing, and it's like a bait and switch, you know? Like,
Right.
yeah,
Right.
we come in here for one thing. You show us this, we show up, and then you flip the script at the last minute, like,
It
you
was
know.
flipped. Well,
Yeah.
it was flipped on me at the last minute too. So I'm in the same boat.
But you guys still have your game shows and have some fun and have
always.
some amazing guests and stuff. So now today you had, oh gosh, who did you have on? They were showing their line.
Cullen Quaid from the Corsair
That's right.
Creations.
And what's the name of that line?
Black Realm of the Black Tide.
There
Realm
you
of
go.
the
Yeah. Which I've started seeing some pictures this past week. Started kind of seeing it in like different group chats and stuff. And that skeleton one looks awesome.
Amazing.
Like,
yeah.
so good. So good.
Yep.
I know that they're going to be on Legion's Ladies this Thursday. They'll be
Okay.
talking to them there. But yeah, man, those figures look really well. I know Horseman did some work for them. I don't know exactly what they did, but yeah,
They
those
did a
are
lot.
great. Yeah.
We had a great talk. Check out the video. The sculpting on there, all the details, the barnacles on the body and the algae.
Even on like the weapon, like the sword has like different like algae and all, like
Yeah.
super cool.
And those swords are hefty because when you look at the back, the sheath is
Mhm.
huge. Like,
Yeah.
damn. And then
the
hand-
Kickstarter hasn't started yet, but is it up there so that you can notify?
Not
You
yet.
know?
Yeah, they're still working
Okay.
on price and all that stuff.
Gotcha.
But on the squid looking guy,
Mhm.
you got to see his hands. His hands has suction cups.
Oh yeah,
It's freaking awesome. So I'm all in. I'm all in for that.
that's pretty cool.
Like Nightcrawler,
Like Nightcrawler.
No, nicer than
the '90s action figure had like the
Yeah.
suction cup hands,
I
Really?
know what you're talking about.
I
Yeah,
remember.
it reminded
could
me
look
of.
like he was- climbing on stuff.
You remember
Yeah.
the first Superman movie where there's like the guy like climbing the skyscraper. He's got like
Yeah.
these two things. He
The
like
two suction cups.
yeah, and then he has to hit like a button, and then
Yeah.
and he's like going all the way up there, and then he goes, and then he looks up and like it's Superman's boot there.
Yeah, like who's what?
Ah!
I remember that movie. First movie I went to go see with my father. At the
Oh
theater.
yeah,
Yeah.
that's pretty cool.
Great movie.
That's pretty cool.
Great memory right there.
Was that something that you guys did a lot when you were a kid?
After that was the first one, and then after that we went to go see like Hercules and Predator, and yeah, we just took off after that. So
That's pretty cool. I like
Yeah.
that.
Yeah.
Uh,
old times.
so what about like when you were younger, were you collecting more like superhero stuff, or like what kind of toys were you collecting when you were a kid?
when I was a little psycho Ed, it was all He-Man, G.I. Joes, and Transformers,
Gotcha.
and then the Thundercats. Those were my main lines. So much fun.
And did you ever have a pause where you went kind of from,
Yeah,
you know,
yeah. I had a long pause. I'll say from high school all the way up to maybe my mid-20s. Then I was getting back into He-Man. I got these little mini busts, and then that's when the first Fantastic Four movie came out.
Mhm.
So I got the thing at Walmart that you would squeeze his stomach, and he had some phrases
Oh yeah,
that got me back into it. I got some spawns, and then I stopped again.
that's cool. What did you think about that first Fantastic Four movie?
For the time, it was all right.
I think it gets a bad rap. I think that first one, one's pretty good. The second one gets a little bit, cheesier,
Yeah.
Especially with the cloud, the cloud.
That's what they killed it.
Yeah,
That's what they
that
killed
was
it.
bad. And then the
Silver
next,
Surfer was great.
the next version of Fantastic Four was just
It
awful.
was crap.
But I thought that first movie was really good.
It was good.
Yeah,
I enjoyed it.
I mean, it was good enough to get you back into toys, I guess. So
Yeah. And then all of a sudden, I got into Funko Pops. How did I get into Funko Pops? I can't recall. But it was like boom, 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 boom. My first Funkos were oh my god, Big Trouble Little China, Big Trouble
yeah?
in Little China. I got that line and a few Hulk Hogan's, and then
They
I
made
just
like everything in Funko Pop, like
yeah,
anything that you can imagine. So
yeah, they did. Yeah,
Jesse used to be a big Funko Pop guy.
I know.
I did.
Didn't you have to pare down
Yeah.
like you had like a huge collection, didn't you?
I had kind of switched almost everything over to Funkos just because I liked that they were all kind of in scale with each other. Like I hated that I had like a 5-inch Iron Man, a 6-inch Captain America, a 4-inch this and that. You know, I didn't like that the rest of my toys were all over the place. So I've probably had all the ones I've ever had. I've probably had over 1,000 pops.
Wow.
I'm in the same boat.
Definitely don't have near as many of those now, but yeah.
Yeah, I've been shutting them off slowly.
I've never been a Funko Pop guy, so this question goes to both of you. We'll start with Ed. Like, what was the things that you targeted when you were going Funko Pops? Was it like cartoons? Was it comic book characters? Was it movies, TV shows? Like, what was the thing that you were like, going
Nostalgia.
after? Yeah.
Nostalgia. And anything from my past that I was into G.I. Joes. If it was the Transformers line coming out, Harry Potter's line.
Oh yeah,
that's a big line.
Yeah.
I love Harry Potter, so I almost got almost every single Harry Potter pop.
Have you seen those little ones that they've got now, where they've got like the whole? You can get like the Hogwarts, like
oh yeah, the little mini.
They got the little ones. Yeah,
Bitty Pops, I think it's called.
Something like that. Those are cool just because you can get a whole big setup and it doesn't take up a whole lot of room, right?
Yeah.
They're just super tiny, so that's kind of neat.
Yeah. So it was fun. It was fun. I used to go chasing for chases, hunting, and I used to go to say if I knew that Hot Topic was gonna have a chase, I would try and get there super early in the morning because there was a family that I knew of that would bring brother, cousin, sister, second cousin just to get all the chases. So I didn't
even know that was a thing. So that was it just Hot Topic, or were there other stores as well
Hot Topic, that was the main one here, or Target. They have some exclusives there that we want to get our hands on. FYE sometimes, but
was it stuff that you guys like? Is there a place? Like I know in for us, like we get our news, whether it's in the Cabal or on Jeremy's show or whatever, like how do you get your upcoming pop news? Like where does that come from?
I used to follow Pop something. He was on IM. I forgot his handle right now.
And they would just tell you like, hey, this exclusive coming out or whatever.
Coming out, yeah. So then sometimes Hot Topic will like list what they have and how many chases they're gonna have. So
okay.
Yeah, so if it's
if
something
it's a low number, you need to get up there.
Yeah. So my brother and I got him into it. Well, he got himself into it, not me. It was all on him.
We got Pop Finder, Funko Finders. So it sounds like there's a few different ones out there.
Yeah. So I used to go like at 3 a.m. just to get on Hot Topic.
Very cool.
And one day was during the winter, and my brother brought this heater he had with propane, the small propane tanks. He was there like, you're gonna get this.
What about you, Jesse? What was your kind of targeted pop line or group of characters?
It started off, my mom brought home when I first moved back to the area, and I didn't have a place to live yet. I was staying with my parents, and it was like within the first year or so, maybe year or two of them being a thing, but I hadn't really picked up on any of them. She brought home like a Yoda, the original Yoda and the original Darth Vader one, and told me to pick which one. So I picked, I think, Yoda. She took Darth Vader, and so I just had it, chucked the box. It was just a little Yoda bobblehead on my shelf. It was a fun Star Wars thing. That was in 2011. And then
is that the line? Real sorry to interrupt, but is that the line where they have to do bobbleheads? There wasn't there one
Star Wars and Marvel.
Okay, that they can't do just standard ones. They have. Okay, gotcha.
Yeah.
Some sort of
and the Star Wars ones were all on bases originally. You could take them off, but then they started gluing them. But so I had him for a couple years, and then I think I might have gotten a Baymax and Hero from Big Hero
that would be
6,
cool.
like the armored one. I just because he was bigger. Here, so I had those two. I had maybe 6 or 7, and then the girl I was seeing at the time in UK, she was into the pops and like all the comic stuff. So I kind of like got into it for that. So I was chasing down everything. I had Sons of Anarchy. I was trying to get like as many Star Wars as I could, a bunch of Marvel stuff, kind of like I do with the action figures. I would try to get different things to represent the different things I liked. And the thing that got me
money.
and the thing that sent me overboard with it was, walking into Hot Topic or any of the stores Eds was talking about that had like, buy 3 get 1 free, or like they would do the deals, and I'm like, well, I really only need this one, but if I'm going to spend $10 more, I get 2 more. So I'd end up like expanding more than I wanted to.
That's how they get you.
Yeah. And and it got to the point where I'd be walking around with some friends at a flea market one day, and we're up here, and I look and I see like the back corner of one of the boxes, and it's like a football field away in the middle of this thing. I was like, oh, there's some pops up there. I'm going to go check it out. And they're like, what are you talking about? I'm like, right there. Like, how do you even see that? It was a very distinctive shaped box.
Eagle eye.
So yeah, you go to like 7-Eleven had their own exclusives.
What?
Yeah.
I didn't even know 7-Eleven carried stuff like that.
Yeah. Like everybody had their own thing. And then I started I was like the guy that did the ordering for the comic shop. We became like a Funko dealer, and we were ordering straight from them. And
wow. You got a taste for it, and next thing you know, you were the dealer. Okay.
Yeah. And it was great because I was like, I can order the ones in that I want to get, and I can get them at my store discount and blah, blah, blah. And then they had like they made ones, they called it the specialty shop exclusive line, where you could only get it if you were like a small shop, so like Walmart, Target, those kinds of places weren't supposed to be able to get them. So, they did like a Casey Jones, and there was some sort of He-Man one that was early on in it, and just different ones that like they hadn't made elsewhere. But the thing that really turned me off to them, and this is going to sound so stupid, I loved their ad icon line. So it was like all the cereal characters, or like the food mascots. I had all of those except for like the first couple of cereal ones. And then they did the Otter Pops. Do you remember Otter Pops? Like the flavored ice pops that you'd eat in the summer as a kid, like the red, green, blue, like ice pops.
Like
you cut the top off.
Oh, okay, yeah. I didn't know that's what
there was a specific brand. Well, there was a specific brand called Otter Pops, and there was like a different character on each color. So there was like, it was Alexander the Great, and he was the purple one. And then there was like, so they were like puns, which goes.
Those sound like stuff that would make you die laughing.
And they were little animals on the ice pops, right?
Yeah.
So I was really excited, and I was like, I got all of them. And then the blue one they made as a San Diego Comic-Con exclusive, which you could only get if you were at San Diego. So it wasn't a shared exclusive where they made it available at San Diego Comic-Con, but you could also get it at like Barnes and Noble like the next week, or a different select store the next week. And I was like, I'm not paying $250 for this pop. I know it takes a lot to go to San Diego, like especially now with being in the Legions community and anything. I know now, but I was like, that's stupid. I think I sold one for about $300 or $350 once. But I was like, what I did is I got someone at work to print out a photocopy of the blue one, like in the package. And then I put it in like one of those clear protectors and had it in the line. So it was up high enough on my shelves that like, if you didn't know, you probably wouldn't guess it was fake.
That's funny. Dorklayer here says, I remember going to convention like 8 to 10 years ago, and someone had all the Motu pops, and they were hundreds of dollars each. That's crazy. Freaks Figure says, now you can have an exclusive custom pop of yourself, friends and loved ones. So I was in Chicago last year on a business trip, and I was a little homesick. It just, I was there for a week, and I was like, man, I just, and so stuck in these like presentations all day and stuff. And I saw an ad for this that shows that you can like make a pop of yourself and stuff. And there's like a deal if you did it with two. And so I did one with me and Darla, and like there's an option to like add little accessories in the hand or like on your head or whatever. And there's also a little, you can add like a little pet. And one of the pets looked just like our dog Buddy. So we got like me and Darla. I think mine's got like a paintbrush in his hand. Hers has a glass of wine, and then we got a little Buddy with us. So yeah, that's really cool. And it's one of those where you get to like go on and choose options and kind of design it yourself. So if you're somebody that likes to kind of play around with just a customizing tool like that, it's kind of fun. Then I wanted to pull this up from Hank. He said, Tony the Tiger Funko Shop disaster. Anybody know what this is about?
I'm not sure. Were they having issues or something happened in the Funko shop when they were selling that? Because I know I got it, and I got it kind of easy. So
I don't know.
I'm not sure.
I know was it the Hollywood one where he had like the sunglasses on or whatever? Because they've done a couple versions of Tony the Tiger. And I know that there's been several, like there was a story I heard about where a guy assaulted like an older lady at a Target after she bought something.
Oh, wow.
Maybe that was Pokemon cards, but she had bought, it was either Pokemon cards or a pop. No, it was a pop. It was a Twinkie.
I think it was a pop.
Twinkies pop. It was the exclusive Target Twinkies. It just had a different color bandana on it.
You're going to have to roll this back. You're going to have to roll this back. A Twinkie pop.
Yep.
So it's a pop of a Twinkie?
You know, Twinkies.
I know the food, yes. How do you make a pop out of that? It doesn't have a head. It doesn't have arms. It doesn't have legs.
Have you never seen the Twinkie character?
Do I have it out here?
Twinkie the kid?
I don't know that I have. I just know
hold on. I'll pull it up. Hold on.
I know how to eat a Twinkie.
They've done
didn't he have a lasso? The lasso, and he had a
while you do that, Dorklair says that the pop creator reminds him of the Nintendo Me creator. Absolutely. Oh, okay. I remember this guy from the commercials.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So they would make the different pops. This was the ad icon line where so there was a different version of them that had like a red. Yeah. So here's one with like a red scarf or something.
Yep. That's the chase. Yeah.
I don't know. Okay. There was one that was a Target specific exclusive.
I think it was the red one.
That's one thing I hated about.
Is this his real name? Twinkle the Kid?
Line. Yeah.
Twinkie the Kid. Yeah.
Twinkie Kid. Yep.
Okay. So some lady was trying to get it, and there was a fight over it.
She bought it. She was the way I remember the article that she was there with, I want to say, a son who was either autistic or some sort of, on some sort of spectrum or something. And they were walking out to their car. Some guy like assaulted her. Stole the pop, which in the store it was only like $10 or $11. Draw it, and for some reason came back to the store. I don't know if he was going to try to get it again, but like I've seen like the worst of the worst side of collectors coming out in people going for these, which was another thing that kind of really turned me off to it. Like there was a guy, and just my personal experience, maybe there's something in the situation I didn't understand, but from outward experience or outward observation, it looked really bad. I was waiting for Barnes & Noble to open because they were doing like the San Diego Comic-Con shared exclusives the year Ant-Man came out.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
And this guy and his wife were there with their two little boys, 9, maybe 10 years old at the oldest, but definitely, 10 or younger. And the one boy clearly had like a bandage wrapped around his head. He had had some sort of head surgery earlier in the week or something. And it's middle of the summer, and they're standing out in front of this building that's got no shade, just direct sunlight. And this kid just looks miserable. And he's like, I just want to go home. And they're like, oh, they're going to open soon. And, we finally get in, and the kids are complaining because, they're little kids. They could only hold 2 or 3 pops in their arms. Yeah. I'm like, Dad, this is all I want. And they're like, no, we're allowed to get one of each. So we're all getting one of each, pick the 4 you want or whatever. Like, and then I later learned he was a reseller. He would go into stuff. He would go into the Hot Topic at our mall. And like, he made the girls cry because like he had like a tax form on file. And again, this is secondhand information. I don't want to totally say this guy was a horrible person, but every encounter I was around for or from other people was negative. And I'm like, that's just crap. And then this guy, it's not the same guy, but this story about this guy like punching an older lady or attacking her and taking a pop. It's like,
it's crazy.
They're
It's just
cool,
crazy.
but it was disappointing. Like there was one I remember walking into Target. I thought I was reaching out to put my hand on one. I should have booed him. I should have. I thought as my hand was landing on the top, I thought someone was gonna like reach over from the side and like yank it out from my, out my reach.
Yeah. Same thing happened to Hot Topic by me. This girl had a chase in her hand, and this guy that was always looking for chases, reseller. I can't stand that guy. He like put her in a chokehold and took the pop from her hands. So they kicked him out the store. So
that's crazy.
Yeah.
Over Funko Pops, people. Funko Pops.
Yeah.
Holy moly.
The Funko Pop life is real. I tell you.
Man, I tell you what. Yeah. It's not a game
Jesse,
for the week.
Do you ever customize a pop?
That was some of the first stuff I customized. I made I made a Mary Jane spinneret pop.
Like marijuana?
No, there's a version of Spider-Man where like they're married, and something happened in like Peter. They find this suit that allows Peter to share his powers with whoever's wearing the other suit. So she has this like red and white suit. It was like the 2-pack Marvel Legends they did a couple years ago. And I took like I think it was a Spider Gwen pop. And then I think it was Rey from Star Wars because she had the ponytails to do that. And I tried to do one of Meep and it came out horrible. It was Thumper. And I cut off the duck feet from Howard the Duck. And I tried to glue like a third eye into the middle of its head. And it just looked like a weird Frankenstein's Thumper. Like it didn't look like Meep at all. So it just got put away and I never finished it.
My first Funko Pop I customized was Superman.
Nice.
So I made eye blasts coming out his eyes. So I use nails and
oh my God.
Yeah. it looked like he's got two nipples. It's like nipples coming out his eyes.
I mean,
that was fun.
When you're customizing, like but just like the image of like driving a nail through somebody's eye, like that's okay.
I made this guy too out of the Ron Weasley pop. So I cut him out and I had this dude. So I put him on the horse because he's got to be on his horse.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah,
that's great.
Thanks.
And that's another thing. I'm not going to actually you, but I am going to actually Funko. When they did the chase for Frodo, it didn't make any sense because the chase for Frodo had Sting, and he was like, I forget what it was. It was like it just the elements on the figure didn't match up to any moment in the movies. Like he had an item in his hand.
What that case is. I'm getting mixed up with the Barnes and Noble translucent one. In my mind.
So the regular one, he's standing there with the sword with Sting, and in the chase, he's got the phial of Galadriel, that little glass bottle that he lights up to blind the spider. Sorry, Curtis, super nerding here. But he's got like the blue eyes from when he gets stabbed by.
Listen, you guys can talk about this all night because I'm learning.
When he gets stabbed on Weathertop in the first movie, and his eyes kind of like glaze over, and he looks like he's about to die. He has Sting and the thing. Like he never holds the sword and that thing when he's stabbed. He didn't have either of those items when he got stabbed. And it just drove me nuts. Oh yeah, here we go. Oh, is that you, Curtis? Oh, you're muted.
I didn't share anything.
Oh. Yeah, so yeah, I don't know. Oh, that's the wrong one.
Yeah, that's your screen.
I mean, it's the right picture, but it wasn't blowing up. But yeah, it was. I was like, I can't. I think I sold the chase for more than I paid for it, just because people wanted it because it was a chase. Yeah. Jesse keeps talking over. Take talk. What?
Yeah, because you said you customized a Mary Jane.
Oh, I'll go get her.
Yeah.
I don't know where she
You
is.
you did do that Care Bear for Greg though.
That was that was a 3D print. And I did a Care Bear for Brad. I turned it into a Scapu Bear. That was an actual Care Bear that I repainted, but yeah.
Very cool.
Yeah.
I didn't realize that the Funko Pop game was so vicious. So
it is. Yeah.
The Smuggler's Bounty boxes were cool when they first started. So Star Wars had their own. This was like during when like Loot Crate and all that stuff was blowing up. So Funko got into the game and they did like a Star Wars box every other month. I think it was like either a deluxe or like 2 figures. There would be like a T-shirt and some other little stuff in it. So
yeah,
that was really cool at the time. Yeah.
I still have a few of those pops around. So
yeah. Jesse, did you keep any or did you get rid of everything?
No, I still have a bunch, just nowhere near as much. Like I still have, like they had their own line. They've renamed it, but like Funko's original, like their IP characters that they did as like bobbleheads and stuff before they started Pops was called. They called it Spastic Plastic. I'm not saying, I'm quoting that was the name of the line. Please don't come at me for anyone that is offended by that term. They've now since renamed it to Fantastic Plastic, and it's kind of died off.
Is that a bad word now?
It's up there with the R word.
Really?
Yeah.
That's the
maybe not to the same level.
It's just a unique word, so I don't ever really use it, but I didn't know that there was a negative connotation to it.
Yeah, I don't think it's as strongly disliked, but it's one of those words that because it was often used interchangeably, it's been put up there with it.
Interesting. Okay.
Or at least enough to where a business was like, we're gonna change that from the name of our subline.
That makes.
But I have those. Go ahead, Ed. Sorry.
You have any protos?
No, no. The only the most unique thing I got was when they did the thank you, like the glow in the dark thank you, Freddy. Where like people could enter their email address and like random number of people got selected.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Cool. I have 4 protos.
Oh, nice.
I have a Hulk Hogan prototype, and from Harry Potter, I got Harry, Ron, and Dumbledore. So.
Wow. Yeah, that I've seen some people I don't know. Jesse got out of most of it. Hank says that he sold his back in 2021, but it just feels like they're like kind of, you go to a thrift store or anything now, or even like you go to Target and like there's just so many of them. It feels so oversaturated that do you even get any money if you try to get out of it at this point? Are there still like highly sought after ones, or is it like Beanie Babies where it just kind of like lost all value whatsoever?
It's, I go to flea markets, I sell sometimes, and I've been selling. So sometimes I make less, sometimes I make more. It depends on the crowd, but I can still get a little something for it.
So I got this from Dorklair. Says spaz, offensive, and incompetent or uncoordinated person. Okay. All right. Learn something new every day. Right. Didn't know that was. All right. Now we know.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah. Nice. That's cool. So what is different on this from the way that it came?
Well, I mean, you know what Spider-Gwen looks like, right?
Yeah.
So that was a Spider-Gwen body. So I repainted the whole body. I like all the details on the suit and everything. And then the head was Rey from Star Wars. So I repainted the hair and the mask on the eyes and stuff.
Gotcha. Yeah, that's not bad. That's pretty good. It's pretty good.
Good, Jess. Yeah.
Thank you.
Pretty good.
Yeah, I don't think it's quite the fad it was years ago, but they've expanded into so much stuff. Like K-pop Demon Hunter pops are getting announced this week, so I'm probably going to get those 3.
Don't
I'll
make
still get
don't make me buy pops, Jesse. Come on.
I'm not making you buy them.
Yeah, but that's you kind of are like.
Because I'm sure some toy line is going to make like a good action figure version of them.
I would love that.
I'm personally hoping for Hot Toys.
Like I'm so ready for K-pop Demon Hunter figures that I almost like talked to Emil today about a custom, and then I was like, yeah, but I'd have to do all 3, and I don't know that I want to drop $1,200 on K-pop Demon Hunter. So
I
may or may not be starting to put together builds for them. So I don't know. Maybe talk to me about it instead of Emil.
You're gonna want to keep it though. That's the problem. It's going to be one of those ones that you bring to Legion's Con and you're like,
not if I can sell it
not
to
really
you.
for sale.
I'm not bringing like this year for Legion's Con. I'm not bringing much that's not going to be for sale.
Very nice. Very nice.
I learned my lesson last year. I wanted to participate in the feel of the first one I went to, or was mostly show, less selling, and it did not go great for me in that regards. Because I had plenty to sell, but
they wanted the stuff you didn't want to sell.
Yes. So if I'm bringing it,
Well, I did want to before we get too far in the show. I know people start tailing off towards the end. I wanted to promote something. So we have talked about Hedgehog Actions channel. A lot of people for some reason thought it was Race to 1,000. It never was. It was always Race to 2,000. So if you haven't already subscribed to Hedgehog Action, maybe check this out.
Purple gang gang.
That's not the right one. Maybe
Hedgehog Action. The Race
to 2,000.
Subscribe now, or get poked by a porcupine. Run, 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 run. Race to 1,000. Subscribe to Hedgehog Action on YouTube. Eat shit, Sonic Hedgehog Action is faster. Eat do every other hedgehog. Because Jonathan is the best to leave that gooey poo.
But now that I say that, I forgot Purple Gang Gang is trying to get to 2,000 as well.
Purple gang gang.
The Race
to 2,000.
Subscribe now, or get poked by a porcupine. Run, 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 run. Race
to 2,000.
Subscribe to
Purple gang gang.
on YouTube. Eat shit, Sonic
Purple gang gang.
is faster. Eat do every other hedgehog. Because Jonathan is the best to leave that gooey poo.
So there you go. So yeah, help those guys out. Oh, wait a minute. I'm at 1,920. I guess I should race to 2,000.
Mayor no.
The Race
to 2,000.
Subscribe now, or get poked by a porcupine. Run, 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 run. Race
to 2,000.
Subscribe to
Art by Akerman.
on YouTube. Eat shit, Sonic
Art by Akerman.
is faster. Eat do every other hedgehog. Because Jonathan is the best to leave that gooey poo.
There you go.
Totally
So,
hijacked.
Yeah. So 3 completely unique videos, all promoting different channels that are trying to get to 2,000.
We're trying to get to 350 Latin Legion, so click and subscribe.
There you go. Absolutely.
That's awesome. 2,000. Woo.
Yeah.
That's
I appreciate whoever put those 3 unique videos together. Thank you very much.
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah.
Did a great job. I tell you.
I think Rob. I mean, it's okay if you didn't like it, but
Where can I watch this K-pop thing?
Okay.
Netflix.
Here's what I'll say. Up until just like 3 seconds ago, I had not heard one person that actually watched the entire thing that did not like it. And if you told me that there was going to be one person that said that they didn't like it, I would have 100% said it's going to be Rob Zamora. Like, absolutely. Because if there's everybody going this way and there's one person going this way, who's that one person going to be? Guaranteed it's going to be Rob Zamora. So, yeah.
I stopped myself.
You can have whatever opinion you want, man.
Can,
I'm just saying I am not surprised at all. Ed, we are at a very special part of the show. This is something that we've been doing this year. And, apparently at some point in the history of Jesse's life, he booed a wedding proposal. And here are the facts that we know for sure. He went to a movie. He was there with some friends. They were watching Fun with Dick and Jane. That's the movie that they decided to go to out of all the movies that were out that week. While they were there, there's only like one other group of people in the whole theater. And it's this couple that are a few rows ahead of them, as well as looks like the girl's parents are with them. And before the movie starts, before even the previews start, there's like the ads going on and that kind of thing. And some like kind of like soft music comes up with a little like sweet, like, will you marry me thing. Jesse starts booing. Okay. So this is your time to actually tell us what you think happened, because Jesse said he will no longer tell the story, at least not till the end of the year. And so we need to hear what your version is to see if it is the right version. So this is your time to shine. I know you said you wanted to specifically be on this week because you knew what the version was. So let's hear it.
I'm sorry, Jesse, but I gotta speak the truth. I have a contact from back in the streets of Missouri. He wished to remain anonymous, so let's just call him Padis. Okay, speaking to Padis.
What was it?
Padis nuts.
Oh,
so speaking to Padis, he happened to be there. He was eyewitness. And he told me that many moons ago, there was this one specific chick that you were speaking to, trying to get a little closer to and, spending some time with her. And it seems like you guys were feeling it out and it was going well until one day she just decided to ghost you. And you were a little upset. I would be upset too. I'd be a little ticked off. Like, wait a minute, I've given you all my time. I'm like hanging out with you, and all of a sudden you ain't talking to me. So,
probably bought her like Funko Pops and stuff,
right? Like maybe she saw his collection of Funko Pops and like, holy shit, what's going on here? Anyway, so Jesse wanted to go and just enjoy himself, catch some laughs with the Jim Carrey movie, Fun with Dick and Jane. He was hanging out with his boys. It's like, fellas, let's go catch this movie at this time. We're sitting there, minding his own business, talking it up with his buddies, having his popcorn and his Coke, and those cream pies that he likes so much, right? He was just there enjoying those treats. Then he just happens to scope the theater. He says, "Oh shit, what's Joanne doing over here? And who's she with? She's with another dude a month after we stopped talking."
That's quick.
Got Jesse going. Jesse was fuming. You seen smoke coming out his ears. We get emotional. We get pissed off, and then to top it all off, he's gonna get ready to watch the movie. The credits are going, and then it just stops, and this romantic music plays. And the credits is like 20 minutes. It's like, come on, get through with these credits. It's like too long already. Then this fool gets up, gets on his knees to propose to the chick that Jesse was talking to, and that was it. Jesse said, "I've had enough. You're gonna see the other side of Jesse right now."
Ooh.
Just boo! Get up, babe, out of this theater. We want to watch. Boo! You suck. Get out of here. What kind of man proposes to a woman in a movie theater? And with that, when Jesse got control of himself, he looked around and he said, "Damn, I just messed up right now, but it's all good." So, it all comes to love, women, trying to get, to know one better.
Do crazy things. Yeah.
And sometimes we just lose it, and it's all good, Jesse. It just happened, and whatever happened with them happened to them. You're in a better place now. She could go to Guam, and you're living it up. If it wasn't because of that, you wouldn't be here right now with all of us in this awesome community with the Mythic Legions family, and it's all good, brother. You got a lot of love, and I'm sure that there's some chickies out there that say, "Damn, I love Jesse's beard. He's looking good. I want to see his
for
take me
sure."
to his basement."
One follow-up question we've asked everybody. What impact do you think that had on the couple? Like, is this the thing that kind of solidified the relationship, that they bonded together and like, we're not going to let that guy tell us what to do, and they tell that story today to like their friends? Or was that the thing that just broke them up? They were like, you know what, he's right, we shouldn't be together. Like, what impact did it have on those two?
Yeah, I think it broke them up because she felt so guilty for being two-faced. You know, she was doing, you know, she wasn't being wholesome, right? So he realized that, and he's like, you know what? I'm out of here. Peace out. You got the wrong guy. So I think that
I would imagine after that she probably went to try to get back with Jesse, and he was just like, talk to the hand. Like,
that's
you
right.
know.
Just like, yep.
Yeah. That's what, I could see that.
Like, get out of my space, woman. Get out of my space.
I mean, that's definitely a story, Jesse. I think if that is the version, we'll find out at the end of the year if that's the version. But if that's the version, you are 100% in your right, because there's no way in 1 month's time that somebody gets that close that they're getting a wedding proposal. I think she was maybe talking to that guy while she was still with you. So I think that you had every right to do that. Yeah,
she's una sucia. You don't want a sucia in your life.
Yep. Yeah, Jesse, thoughts on the story?
Pursuits in my life, no.
No sucias in your life. You ain't got no time for that.
I think the most surprising thing was that Jesse was eating popcorn
with his cream pies.
Yeah, cream pies and popcorn.
All right. Come on.
Sorry, I thought you liked cream pies.
I like raisin cream pies and oatmeal cream pies. I don't like popcorn. I definitely would not eat popcorn with.
Do they make a popcorn cream pie?
You might have to co-host.
I know what real question. I know what an oatmeal cream pie is. What is a raisin cream pie? Is that also still oatmeal, or is it some other type of you had it ready. Do you have that always on a tab?
No, I just pulled it up because I knew this was going to happen.
That was fast. Okay. I was like, man, this guy, you just always got a tab open to order some more raisin cream pies. So what kind of cookie is it? A cookie? It's
like yellow cake.
Yellow cake. Okay. Yellow cake. Okay.
Is there raisins inside the cream pie filling?
No, just on the top of the layer, and there's never this many raisins that are in the picture. There's like 4.
See, I would think that it would make more sense for it to be oatmeal and raisin, because like oatmeal raisin cookie is a pretty popular cookie. So I would think that oatmeal raisin cream pie would make sense, since they're already making oatmeal cream pies and you like the raisins.
That's a controversial statement. So I'm congratulating you for being on that brave. That said, I do like oatmeal raisin cookies.
Wait, what's a what do you mean?
Oh man, do you not know how many people hate oatmeal raisin cookies?
It's my favorite. I love oatmeal raisin cookies. I would take oatmeal. I would take oatmeal raisin over chocolate chip every day.
What?
All day, every day. Yep.
No.
Yeah. I would probably go oatmeal raisin, sugar cookie, then chocolate chip.
That's what you do with them, James.
What's your number one, Ed? Give me your top 3 cookies.
Give me my chocolate chips. I love my chocolate chips.
Number 1?
Number 1, chocolate chip.
Okay.
Number 2 would be sugar cookies. And number 3, oatmeal.
All right. Jesse? We both went with the same one, just different order.
Chocolate chip, Oreo, oatmeal raisin.
Oreo's a good one. I didn't think about Oreo.
And they're It's a day of the week with what order, but those are the top 3.
I'm not big on raisins.
Hedgehog says, I kind of feel like there actually isn't anyone that hates oatmeal raisin cookies. I don't know how you could. They're pretty freaking good. So, wait. Oatmeal chocolate chip cookies are the best.
Those are pretty good.
You know what? Yeah, my mom when she makes chocolate chips, she does throw oatmeal in it. So,
kind of like the granola bars.
Sure.
Yeah.
Oatmeal raisin greater than chocolate chip for sure. See, I knew I liked this Brian Carr guy. This guy, he knows what's going on. So, yeah, Guay says oatmeal raisin cookies are delicious. Twizzler 19 hates raisins. Wow, what raisins do to you? Holy moly!
I'm not a big raisin. I will have some, but I can't have too many raisins. Like when we do bread pudding, sometimes they'll put raisins in it. I gotta take them out. Like I tell my mom,
butter.
Give it to me without it. Oh,
I don't know about nutter butter. Samoas, the Girl Scout Samoa cookies. Those are pretty good.
Mm-hmm.
I like me some Samoas.
Yeah, they're good. They're good.
I have a friend watching that is texting me via phone and not in the chat. And he says, between you and me, I hate oatmeal raisin cookies.
Wow. Dave Organ says chocolate chip peanut butter cookies. Okay.
Take those peanut butter cookies and chuck them with the mayo.
Wow.
Oh, those are harsh words. Take it easy.
I love peanut butter. I love like Reese's peanut butter cups,
Mhm.
peanut butter cookies, peanut butter cake. I cannot do.
No? Wow.
No.
Twizzler 19 says they should either stay grapes or become wine. Those are your options. Don't give me this in between crap.
How's it go?
Well, if anyone was
nutter butter, so
if anyone was curious, we know for sure that Trevor is not Mr. Ed.
Oh wow! Take the oatmeal, leave the raisins. Okay.
I'm waiting for him to text me back and say, "Look, I told you that was between us."
Girl Scout Samoa cookies are number one for me. Those are good. It's definitely my number one Girl Scout cookie. I don't know if it makes.
Isn't that the one with the grass shavings on it?
It's the one with coconut in it. It's got coconut and
Easter grass. Grass.
No, it's got coconut and chocolate and caramel. Yeah, it's like a candy bar cookie. It's really, I think it's the only good. No, the peanut butter ones are pretty good. The Dosey Dos.
Thin Mints and shortbread.
Thin Mints are terrible. That's just a terrible selection, Jesse.
You're terrible.
Thin Mints, really? Come on.
Brownies are a totally different thing, but they are awesome.
Are you like 80 years old? You got hard candies in your purse? Come on.
No, I don't have a purse. And I can't find the hard candies I like.
Samoa's top. I would agree with this. Samoa's a top 5 for sure. Yeah.
Definitely.
Thin Mints are fantastic. That shows you how old you have to be to like Thin Mints, Jesse. You like the same cookies as Trevor. So there you go. I just proved my point. I asked if you were 80 years old because you like Thin Mints, and then here comes Trevor. Thin Mints are fantastic.
Trevor is not 80 years old.
Mic drop.
Do you not like Junior Mints?
I do like Junior Mints, but I don't like it in a cookie.
See, that's how I feel about peanut butter.
I like shrimp too, but I don't want it in a cookie.
Can you imagine shrimp cookies?
It's a satchel. Okay, Guay says Thin Mints are great, like Andy's candies. Okay, all right. They are very refreshing. They're quite refreshing. All right. Oh yeah, they did change their name. I think Samoa's like they felt like it was a kind of offensive term, so now it's Caramel Delights. So
wow.
Yeah. There you go.
Okay.
Ed, What else you got coming up this year? You got any other plans?
Some peanut butter
any-
shrimp mayo cookies. Oh,
Jesse.
No, man. Just,
I can't believe I got all that out.
Anything else you got coming up that you're looking forward to besides LegiconCon?
tomorrow's the start of the new school year, so I'm trying to get myself mentally prepared to start with my new class, and so it'll be an adventure for sure. You know, just take it every day by day, do my thing, right, and always have something on the side, a little customizing. I'm looking at something right now that's been on my table for the past 2 months that I haven't finished yet. So maybe by LegiconCon time I have it done, and I'll bring it with me, just to show, you know. Yes, sir. Brian Carr is an awesome person. Man.
Yeah. I love Brian Carr. Yeah, awesome. William Husted says dark chocolate peppermint patties. Do I even need to say anything? Do I gotta old shame here? Do I gotta do that?
No, please don't. I don't agree with the dark chocolate, but let's not old shame. Or shame or any shame.
Dub says my son's senior year. Yes, get them out of the house, man. That is
Mayo.
out of here, man. Congratulations, you graduated. See ya. You can come back on your birthday.
Oh man.
Very nice. So good luck on the school year. So what is this? It's a little late, isn't it? Do you guys start a little later than some of the other areas, or?
Yeah, we start. Well, I'm in Pennsylvania, so we start. Yeah, like towards the last 2 weeks before September.
Do you guys do that where you like start like midweek or something?
Well, I gotta start midweek trainings and all that stuff.
Gotcha.
Then the kids start like the last week. Then we have 4 days off. 4 days of school because of the holiday. We're off Friday and then we're off Monday. So at least I get a little extra break on the weekend there. That's
cool.
Yeah. So
that's cool. And now you're like a counselor or something, right?
I'm a mental health treatment specialist.
Gotcha. So what does a day in the life look like there for you?
Oh man, it could range. It depends on what's going on with each kiddo. That could be stressed out with something and they can't regulate. So we got to, take them into the back room, just talk a little bit, try and help them evaluate what's going on. I like for them to come to their own conclusions with a little guidance, a little motivational interviewing. So
is it like stuff that do you have like scheduled appointments, or it's just like when something happens, like you're kind of a break glass in case of emergency guy?
Yeah. Well, I do both. I have a schedule set, like a daily schedule set. And then if I see something's brewing up, I say, we got to take a time out. Let's go relax a little bit because it's not that serious. What's bothering, and with some time we'll get to it and we start talking about things and we start helping them sort things out. So there's a lot of anxiety, depression, anger management, low tolerance. So
that's really cool.
Can I sign up?
Yeah, no shit. Yeah, no shit. I tell you what, they didn't have that stuff when I was in school. It was like, you would go and talk to the count. It was really about like what classes you were going to take and stuff. That was it. Like there was no mental health type stuff. Yeah. If you had problems like that, you'd go to the principal's office and you'd have that paddle with the holes drilled in it.
I hear that.
It'll set you straight real quick,
The first time I had that kind of a session in school, I was in like second or third grade after my parents divorced. And it was this whole thing where it was me and like 4 or 5 other kids. It was just like this special room, like up on the second floor, like where the older kids were. And, it was this kind of like round table, and the teacher, guidance counselor, whoever it was talking about stuff. And it was all like, it was like some video, like your parents' divorce isn't your fault. And I was like, I never thought it was, but now I do. That thought never occurred to me until they put it in my head.
Yikes. Yeah, that's the wrong way to do it.
So little story time. Maybe Ed can help me through my trauma here. So I got detention. I was a nerd when I mean super nerd in school and stuff, right? And I only got detention one time, right? And it was because I believe I was in calculus 1 with analytic geometry or something. I mean, super nerd shit. And, yeah. And so there was this assignment and it was really tough. I remember the night before I spent like 4 hours working on this assignment and stuff. And I get to class the next day and nobody else has done the assignment. Like 0 people have done the assignment. They're like, yeah, we tried. It was hard. We just didn't do it. And so the teacher's like, well, I put it out there because I wanted to see who, if you guys could make your way through it or how tough it was, whatever. So don't worry about turning it in. And I was pissed, man, because everybody else gave up within like 10, 15 minutes. I worked like 4 hours on this thing and she's like, not even going to grade it. I was like, this is crap. And like, I got detention for saying crap. Like that was and
punitive. That's kind of punitive.
Yeah. And I'm like, it was crap because I wanted everybody to have to turn in the homework. I was that much of a nerd so I was so nerdy that I got detention. And then as I'm like, because it was an after school detention, I'm getting ready to go to detention. I've never been to detention before. And I started thinking, you know what, maybe this could be good because I've seen Breakfast Club and it looks like a lot of fun, right? I'm going to make some friends. We're going to smoke some weed. We're going to play basketball. We're going to climb through the ceiling. And I got there and it was like just all of us sitting at a desk doing nothing with a teacher at the front of the classroom. And like, you couldn't even like work on it. Like you couldn't work on homework. They wouldn't let you work on it. You just had to sit there quietly for like 2 hours and, no phones, no nothing. It was torturous. So
damn.
Yeah, I hate it. It was definitely no Breakfast Club. So,
wow.
Yeah.
What did you learn from that experience?
I learned not to say crap, I guess. So I started saying shit and fuck. So.
After all these years, I'm sure you thought about that a lot. What would you do differently this time?
What I would do differently is not believe the Breakfast Club when I see it. I watch it now and I go, that's a bunch of crap. None of that. They're not going to leave these. They're leaving these kids unattended. Really? Yeah. Okay.
Craziness.
Right.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's not. Well,
yeah. He's climbing through the ceiling and nobody notices. He falls through like they don't catch him. They're smoking weed. Like, come on.
Mm-hmm.
The chick's putting Captain Crunch on her sandwich. Nobody puts Captain Crunch on a sandwich. That doesn't happen. Yeah, that's make believe. That's like shrimp cookies. That doesn't happen. So,
oh man,
anyway.
I'm sorry you went through that, Curtis. That's a little bit too much.
I appreciate that, Ed. So, what about you guys? You guys ever have detention?
For being smart.
Did you ever have a detention in school? Either one of you?
I never had detention.
No, zero.
I'm
the bad boy.
Zero. I didn't. I almost got suspended once for a fight. I got into a fight back in junior high school. We were like for lunch, we were doing arm wrestling and I would win back then. So I beat this one guy, Anthony Gugoli. So then
it just sounds like a guy that you just want to wrestle and fight. Yeah.
Yeah. So then a few minutes later, he came up to me with some of his boys. I was with his chick talking to her and they came in, he pushed me. Like, what? You want some? You're going to get some after school in the park. We went.
Little 3 o'clock high, huh?
Yeah. So, stupid me. I had a long shirt on, and he flipped it over my head. He put me in a headlock. And he had rings on. He was punching me. I got off. But after that, that was it. I knocked him out.
Mm-hmm.
And then I saw the cops. And we're like, I'm out of here. Took off.
He hockey jerseyed you, huh?
Yeah, he did.
Yeah. Damn.
But he paid for it. So then the next day they called me down to the dean's office. So I'm like, oh shit. So, yeah, you're gonna suspend it, blah 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 blah. So here we go. So they called my mom. Like, hey mom.
Are they gonna suspend you? It wasn't on school property, was it?
It was in the park. It was in the park next to the school.
Yeah. I mean they can't suspend you for that. That's outside of stuff.
Yeah, well that's what they told me. So then the assistant principal comes down.
Mm-hmm.
And she sees me and she sees the kid. The kid's always getting in trouble. She says, "What's your name?" Edgardo Jesus. And
No.
Oh, say it for me.
Eduardo deJesus.
Oh, there we go. So she says, I've never seen you down here in the office.
Mhm.
Go back to your class. All right, thank you very much. I'm out.
She probably
So
heard that name. That's all it took. She heard
right?
Eduardo deJesus, and she was like,
Right?
"Yeah, you're good. You're
This
good.
guy,
No problem."
he's got the touch. Let him go.
Yeah.
So yeah, so that was the only time,
Beauty.
But yeah.
Jesse, you ever get in any fights when you were a kid?
Fight. The closest thing I came to a fight was in middle school. My locker partner, which was assigned just alphabetically, was not a kid I got along with. Was going through my stuff, and he was hauled down from where our homeroom was, so I had to go to the next hall over. And I came up and I pushed him into the locker, and he was a little bigger than me, and that was probably the bravest thing I'd ever done in school. Immediately grabs me, turns around, slams me into the locker, and that's when the teacher comes out and sees him pushing me up into the locker. So he got in trouble, I didn't. But that's probably the closest to a fight I ever got into.
Interesting. I got into 2 big fights back-to-back days. So one day after school, we go to the park and we're playing football, and we're playing and we're just our team's getting beat terribly, and our quarterback was terrible, and I'm like, all right, let me try playing quarterback, right? And the first play, my offensive line didn't block anybody, and they all came at me and just crushed me. And the kid on the other team is laughing, making fun of me, and he calls me the R word, right? And I'm like, dude, don't do that. And I got an uncle with Down syndrome, and at the time, I loved my uncle. My uncle was the best. He was so cool. And I was like, don't be doing that. Don't. And he kept doing it. I'm like, you do it again, we're gonna have problems. And he did it again. And I'm like, all right, so he got ready, I got ready, and I just beat the ever loving hell out of this kid. I basically speared him, and then I'm on top, and I'm just crushing him. And then I would finally let up, go up, and he would charge at me. I'd take him down again, and I'd let him up. He'd come charging at me again. I'd take him down, whatever. So that kid was a very popular kid at school. I was not. So the next day, I guess all his, popular friends and stuff, giving him a bunch of shit that the nerd, the calculus nerd, just beat the hell out of you, whatever. So he's like, we're going to fight again today after school. And I'm sitting here thinking dude, I just waxed your ass the day before. You didn't touch me. You didn't even get a hand on me. So I got no qualms with, fighting you again. So we get there. There's no football this time. It's just the whole school comes to just watch the two of us fight in the park.
Yeah.
And so we start, he charges at me, I take him down, and I'm just, taking him out again. Next thing I know, I just get hit in the face.
Oh,
and out of nowhere. And I'm like, what the fuck was that? And he had his older brother was there. Didn't know he was part of we're surrounded by a whole crowd. It was basically everybody in our class that's surrounding us. And his brother was there, and I didn't realize it. And he had steel toe boots on and kicked me right in the nose and broke my nose. And it's just a faucet turned on high, man. It was going everywhere. And so I get up and blood just pouring all down me and stuff. And I'm dumbfounded, not knowing what's going on. And the cops pull up, and I'm now I'm just my shirt's covered in blood. I'm everybody scrambles. It's the lights go on, the cockroaches just, they all flee.
Yeah.
And I'm oh my God, this is terrible. And I'm sitting here thinking the cops are going to go after this guy that just kicked me in the face. Right. But everybody left except for me. I'm sitting there holding my nose, blood everywhere, and everybody else scrambled. So I'm the only one left for them. So they're asking me some questions, put me in the back of the cop car. Only time I've ever been in a cop car in my life. And they took me to my home, and we get to the door, they knock on the door opens up. Thank God my parents were not home. I've never prayed so hard. I was like, please let them be gone. My brother opens up the door and he sees I'm just like covered in blood and stuff. To this day, I don't think my parents know that I got into that fight. Yeah, so my brother opens the door and they're like, is it he live here? And he's like, yeah, that's my brother. And like, okay, take care of him. And they just let me go and took off, and that was it. But yeah, that was rough, man.
Yeah, I can imagine. Shit.
Yeah, it was.
Yeah.
So it was funny because like then the next day, like everybody's saying that I lost the fight. I'm like, dude, I was kicking his ass, and then his brother kicked me in the nose with steel toe boots. That's not like
did you not say that?
Still to this day, the dude's never laid a hand on me. How could he win a fight when he didn't lay a hand on me?
Did you not see me whipping his ass and then the boot came from somewhere?
Yeah.
Did you not?
Yeah.
Yeah, boy, I tell you,
crazy, man.
I wouldn't really call it a fight, but I did slap a kid with a trapper keeper and convinced him I tripped.
All right, you gotta give more on that story. How does that occur?
Trapper keeper.
Yeah.
So it's fourth grade, getting on the bus because the way that our school worked at the time, we had to like transfer back to a different school and get on a different bus to go home. So anyway, it's fourth grade. This kid was making fun of me because there was a girl I liked and I was like talking to her before I got into my seat or something. And he's just like, oh, Jen, blah, blah. So I just take my trapper keeper. And so fourth grade, I'm what, 9 years
Probably
old,
like
8 or 9 years
yeah.
old. So this is within a year of meeting Sean. And I had my trapper keeper. It had a red Lamborghini on it. It was like the only like car thing I ever
That's
had.
awesome.
And I remember I reached out. It was like on that angle, you know, and like I just like took it and I just smacked him across the face, and he drops in the seat and he's crying. I think I like busted his lip or something. And I just immediately I was like, "Oh my gosh, are you okay? I'm sorry, I tripped." And like
trapper keeper.
He bought it because when we got called into the principal's office the next day, I saw him come out and I was like, I just lost my balance and I was trying to like, I
lost my balance.
My full weight came down on it.
He believed it enough that like the principal didn't like punish me, but like I could tell on her face that she didn't really believe it.
That's crazy. That is crazy. I did have I didn't get into a fight with this other kid, but at one point a kid was like we were supposed to fight after school, and he said he was going to kill me. He said I'm gonna I'm gonna kill you. He goes, I got my knife in my locker and I'm gonna kill you.
Oh, damn.
And I guess somebody had overheard it and said something to a teacher or something, and they checked his locker and he had like a Rambo size fucking knife in his locker that he was totally planning on killing me with after school. Holy crap. He got suspended and then I think eventually expelled, and like I never saw him again. But yeah, he was totally planning on, Rambo knifing me. I was like, wow.
Luckily, someone overheard and reported that.
Yeah. Whatever. I don't know how I could get under somebody's skin that bad that they would want to Rambo knife me. But maybe Trevor can tell us.
Like, issues. That's nuts.
Yeah.
Oh man.
It didn't have a neon grid, but this was the trapper keeper.
That
I remember those.
So freaking 80s. That is great. Yeah. Oh, I love that.
Good old days.
My goodness. Was there anything better than
I remember because it had this red mesh that I would like.
That you would like what?
This was the only actual trapper keeper I had. And I slapped Todd in the face with it.
I remember, what was it? Junior high? I don't think it was. No, it might have been my freshman year of high school. No, it was junior high. It was my first year of junior high, and I was going to a new school, and I remember our parents gave us like a budget each year for clothes. Like they would at the beginning of the year, they're like, here's how much you have for clothes. You can spend the money however you want. But remember, that's all you've got. So, so you could either make good choices and have underwear all year long and socks and shirts and stuff, or you could do what I did, which is buy a pair of Reebok pumps because that was going to make me cool. Right. Yeah. So I remember first day of school, I had an IOU sweater. I had some Z Cavarici pants and my Reebok pumps and a blue and black Trapper Keeper. And I'm like, there is no way I could be cooler. There is not a single way in the world that I could be cooler than I am right now. And that was the one outfit that I had. Everything else was stuff that I had from the previous year or I had gotten for my birthday or Christmas from like grandparents and stuff. Like that was the one outfit I had. But I was like, that's all I need to do. I just need to make the good first impression. The first day, I'm going to go in looking fly as hell. And I'm going to be the cool kid. And then that'll last me the whole rest of the year. Yeah, it didn't. That's not how that worked. But man, I looked good that first day. So
that's awesome. Did you guys ever play like rough tackle football?
What is it?
Rough tackle football.
Yeah.
So it was my neighborhood against this other neighborhood that was more hood than our neighborhood was.
Yeah.
So there was this,
you guys were just neighbors. They were neighborhood.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So there was this one kid that I didn't like, and he and his brother were always fighting each other. Always. Every time I saw them playing baseball, whatever, they always were fighting. So I didn't like him too much. He didn't like me. So we throw the ball off. He catches it. And I said, this son of a bitch is mine. I come and he's coming at me. I'm coming at him. Boom! I give him a spear. Send that boy flying. I lost my breath, but I sent his ass flying. Like, yeah, take that. But I'm breathing in, trying to get air.
Sent him hyperventilating, huh?
Yeah. But I nailed his ass that day. I remember that.
Bright Carson's and Cavaricis were huge. Absolutely, they were.
I don't know what that is.
Their pants. They were nice. They were acid wash jeans and stuff. And but I do remember one year, like I was trying to stick to the budget my parents had given, and I'd done all the, gotten the underwear, gotten the socks, got some shirts and stuff. And I'm like, okay, I need to get some shoes. And at this point, the budget had kind of, weaned down. I didn't have much left. And I was like, I wanted to get Jordans, but I'm like, I can't afford Jordans. They ain't that much left. But I was like, but they have these Patrick Ewing shoes, and that's just as good, right? Like no, it's not. No, I showed up with Patrick Ewing shoes, and people were like, "What the hell are you wearing?" I'm like, "That's Patrick Ewing shoes, man. That's cool." They're like, "No, it's not. Patrick Ewing shoes are not cool." Everybody else got their Jordans. I got my Patrick Ewing shoes. Like, yeah, nope.
Oh, that's funny. Patrick Ewing, I remember that.
Do you guys have any kind of like memories of any cool outfits, shirts, pants, shoes, whatever that you were like, this is it?
I was dressing with my Zodak shoes. I think it was Zodak shoes. They had high heels on them.
Yeah.
With my slacks on and my shirt inside, and I was just looking fly. I had my long hair. I used to blow my hair out in the morning.
You're pulling like a Dylan.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I remember those days. Yeah, man.
What about you, Jesse?
No.
That's right.
My fashion sense was, this is what my parents made me wear, kind of a thing. I didn't really have my own sense of style. I mean, it got a little different when I got into like high school and, a little bit in middle school, but it was still like, we would go to Montgomery Ward or JCPenney or Sears or something at the beginning of or end of the summer and pick out, a couple outfits, so it was just whatever jeans fit, it was always like the cheap crap. Like I didn't really care. Like the only like shoes I wanted when I was a kid was it British Knights? I just remember those commercials looking so cool, and I just wanted those shoes for so long. and never got a pair.
Yeah, BKs.
I had whatever the knockoff pumps were one year in middle school.
Mm-hmm.
I forget what brand it was, but it wasn't like the name brands, and I didn't
It
like.
probably
I
was
like,
these.
oh, man.
Brian says he remembers getting David Robinson pump sneakers and thought maybe
I don't even think
he could not.
Was the original Reeboks air pumps?
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
maybe it was Freebox.
G said he had some Patrick Ewing sneakers. He says they were. I thought they were cool, but then you get to school and people are like, Ewing, Jordan.
Mm-hmm.
Like it ain't the same, man. It ain't the same. So, yeah.
And I remember that store,
BK with
Ava
the fake snake skin.
or Olympia.
The what?
The store is called Olympia. I think it was a sneaker store, and I used to get Olympians. They were knockoffs, but they were nice. They were nice.
Dude, Adidas tracksuits. Yeah.
Oh,
that.
Yeah. Yeah.
Brendan says worst picture I ever had as a kid was LA Gear Magic Johnson basketball shoes. They turned my socks black. That's awesome.
I seem to remember wanting to have a starter Eagles jacket because at the time starter was like the shit.
Oh yeah. Like if you didn't have that star on your sleeve, man, it didn't don't even wear that shit.
And I think the one I got was like Apex brand or something, which was probably just some generic knockoff thing.
Mm-hmm.
But I do remember one year at Christmas. I think it was middle school. It was 7th or 8th grade Christmas. My parents gave me like a set of clothes for Christmas, like early, so I could go to the middle school Christmas dance. And I broke down crying before I left because I did not want to wear it. It had like a built-in fanny pack. Like you could unclip it, but my stepdad wouldn't let me unclip it. So I had to as soon as I got to the school, I went into the bathroom and rolled it up and stuffed it in my pocket, which was equally cool. But yeah.
Oh man, Jesse, the fanny pack.
Yeah.
Had to be those pullover starter jackets with the hood. Yeah, those when they came out with the Charlotte Hornet ones, man, like everybody had to have a Charlotte Hornets jacket.
Yeah,
it's crazy. It's ridiculous.
Good old days of the starter jackets. They were so
absolutely.
Nice.
So I may have told this story before. I don't remember, but probably about 7-8 years ago, I heard that Reebok had come back out with the pumps. Like they had Reebok pumps again. And I was like, that makes sense. Like it's probably the most famous shoe, they've ever had. So that makes sense. And I found out that there's like a little, mall not too far from here. It's an outdoor mall. You walk around and stuff, and they've got a huge Reebok store there. And I'm like, you know what? I got money. I can get whatever I want. Like it's nostalgic kind of thing, just like collecting toys and stuff. I'm like, I'm going to go get me some Reebok pumps. So I walk in the store and I'm like looking around, looking down the aisle. I don't see it. I'm like, maybe they got it in a special spot. Maybe they got, kind of a display for it or something. And so this lady's like at the counter, she sees me kind of look around confused. She's like, is there something I can help you find? I was like, yeah, I was looking for the Reebok pumps. And she goes, you mean like high heels? and I just stare at her like dumbfounded. Like first off, does it look like I'm here for high heels? Number one. And number two, you don't know what Reebok, like you work for Reebok and you don't know what Reebok pumps are. Like that's the only famous shoe you've ever had. And you don't know what Reebok pumps are. You think I'm here for high heels. But yeah, she just
does not sell those kind of pumps.
I guess not. But she just looked dead ass in my face. It was like, you mean like high heels? And I was so dumbfounded I couldn't even say anything. I just turned around and walked out. I was like, I can't even project words at this point. Like, yeah.
Oh my god.
Right. Yeah. So
I would have reacted. Oh man.
That was my adult Reebok pump story. So
you just gave me a reminder of an instance back in Legion's Con. I think 2022. There was a stand outside, like before the main entrance. They were selling pops there, so I went and I got me a pop. And then the one lady taking the money had the sticker that says, "My name is bitch." So I'm not the kind of guy to just pass that up.
Yeah.
I'm like, "What's up, bitch? How's your day, bitch?" And he just kept on going. It was the funniest thing. So the guy there that was running it, he was cracking up so much that he gave me a free Stardust figure. He's like, "Which one do you want, man? You just made my day." So it was hilarious.
Turned out his name was Mitch the whole time.
Yeah. Thank you, Simon. When I left, have a great day, bitch. That's what you get for putting that on, right?
Yep.
That's fun.
Yeah, man.
This was fun. I like this.
Oh,
Yeah.
Well, Ed, thank you for coming on. This has been an absolute blast. People go and see Ed in a few weeks at ToyCon New Jersey. Sounds like he's going to be there. Just make sure you pepper him with comments and stuff until he has to go. And then check out Latin Legions each Sunday.
Yes. This Sunday we're gonna have Spooky Zora on.
Oh, nice, little Rob Zamora, huh?
Rob Zamora, and then
he was in here earlier. I think I chased him off when he didn't like K-pop Demon Hunter. So, but
then we're gonna have Andy the collector on.
Oh yeah.
Week, so it's gonna be fun.
Very nice, very nice.
Fun,
Awesome.
And
back-to-back awesome folks. Cool.
And just a little plug here. Don't forget to check out Toy Locos. I do reviews on action figures. So I'm gonna not be great at it. I may not be the man, but it's fun.
But you're psycho.
I'm psycho. Yeah, that's right.
Awesome. Well, thanks for coming in, and an excellent Jesse booing story. So we'll have to see. We'll go through. We got till the end of December to see how many other versions we get, and we'll have to figure out which one is the correct one. So
awesome. Sounds good. Sorry, Jesse. I had to put a story out there, man.
I thought this one actually made Jesse look as good as he possibly could booing a proposal. So
yeah.
Jesse, go ahead.
Please help me out.
Nope, I'm good.
All right. Well, we're gonna put you backstage, Ed. If you've got to run, we totally understand. If not, hang out and we'll be right with you.
Sounds good. Right. Thank you very much, everyone.
See you in a minute.
Thank you, Ed.
Appreciate it. All right, folks. You've made it this far in the show. There's still 33 people watching. We're going to address the elephant in the room. Wasn't sure if we were going to bring this up and talk about it tonight. But yes, we are all wearing hats backwards. This is backwards hat night. And the reason that it's backwards hat night is because my hair was not looking good. It was looking very bad, and I was running late. I jumped on, and I saw Jesse had a backwards hat on. I was like, wait a minute. It's backwards hat night? And he goes, well, I'm wearing a backwards hat. I'm like, I didn't even know that was an option. So then I went and ran and got a hat. Ed came on. He saw we were wearing hats. He went and got his hat. I shouted out to Darla, told her to put her hat on. She doesn't have a hat, so she's been pretending she's wearing a hat all night. But I hope that all of you at home were also wearing your backwards hat. I did see some Curtis Durst comments. This was just backwards hat night. So next week we'll probably be back to our regular routine. Jesse with that long, flowing, beautiful hair. Me with the growing mullet. And then we'll go from there. So, but thank you for joining us for this very special backwards hat night. And thank you to Ed. I know he's still backstage. Appreciate you, Ed, for hanging out with us during backwards hat night. So, Jesse, any thoughts?
I thought we weren't going to talk about that.
Well,
coming up next Saturday, August 30th, Wolf King Customs, aka me, will be running a table at the Carlisle Cards and Collectibles Show at the beautiful Carlisle Expo Center.
That's really nice looking. I like that.
I mean, that's the photo on the page. I don't know what it looks like inside. I don't think I've ever been here. But there it is, Carlisle Expo Center. There will be posts from Wolf King this week with all the info, but it's $5 admission, 100 K Street in Carlisle, PA, which is about 15-20 minutes just west of me. So if anybody wants to come out, I will have some all the Wolf King parts that you could expect at the show. Obviously not everything, but I'll have a bunch of the stuff.
200 tables is a pretty big turnout too.
Yes. And I will have some Legions figures. No All-Star 6, but I will have some stuff from Len for the table. So yeah, come out, say hi if you're in the area or want to make the trek out this way. That would be really cool. Yeah, hopefully someone
William,
comes out.
it counts as long as you're at least pretending to wear a backwards hat. So if you do that, then you're good.
Even if you just tell Curtis you're pretending to wear a backwards hat, that
works too, because I can't tell if you're pretending to do it or not. Like there's not like a face that tells me that you're wearing one or you're pretending to wear one. So as long as you tell me you're pretending, you're good. So
looks like G was going to bring a fudge cake, but he has an event that said, well, thanks for teasing me with cake.
Yeah, he was definitely going to bring you cake. So, oh, you know what though? I did want to mention this. So you remember last year after Legions Con when we stopped by your house and we saw the Jesse mansion. So we're thinking like that was a fun time, right? We had a good time and stuff. And I know like the Echevarias, they do like this, fun stuff over at their house, and they have like people over and barbecue and all this kind of stuff. And they were doing some of that, here, and kind of getting jealous because I don't get to go to any of that. And even when you get to go, they don't give you cake. So we're trying to see if we can maybe get something together for the Monday after Legions Con. Stop off at the Echevarria Familia compound and maybe do some post Legions Con visit of G and his family. So not sure if it's going to totally work out.
They know about this?
Well, I've talked to Monica. I haven't talked to G yet.
Okay.
He seems like he's seems like he's accepting of it. So yeah, we'll see. I mean, I don't. Nothing's finalized yet. They haven't like sold tickets for the event. They haven't decided when all the other guests are going to be there, and then when you're going to leave, and then they're going to bring the cake out. They haven't like all those details haven't been settled. But yeah, I think that would be kind of cool. Like a little, because sometimes that the end of Legions Con, we do our show Sunday night. Kind of close out the show, and we talk to people about like what was your favorite moments of the week and all this kind of stuff. And it's this like really nice way to close out the event. But then the next day you kind of get that Legions Con hangover, like everybody's leaving and all this. How cool would it be to be able to like go to G's house and you have one last bang, like one last, hurrah for everybody to kind of spend some time together before parting and going on their own ways. I think that would be kind of cool. So we'll see.
That would be very cool.
Yeah, we'll see it. We'll see how it goes.
Speaking of very cool, before we log off, I would feel remiss to not bring this up. Yesterday, Figure Obscura dropped their next release, which there are still some just individual figure sets available for the Jersey Devil over on Store Horseman. There will be another release this coming Friday at 11 a.m. Eastern, which will have some of these sold out items back in stock, I believe. I imagine that the in stock will either sell out or be taken down before next Friday. So if you're interested, go ahead and jump on there and grab one of those. This is a pre-order, so it is on the.
I think when Jeremy was on Saturday Day Live, he said there was no plans on taking down what was there, but he also this was yesterday at 3:00. He said at that point, like 80% of what they had available was already gone. So it's probably getting pretty low at this point. So I would imagine it'll be gone before we get to the next drop. But so yeah, you will have another chance though if you weren't able to afford it or it just didn't work out whatever this weekend. So
sure. And that is a pre-order, so it is still on the way to the studio. So it will still be a couple weeks before it gets in hand before they start shipping out. And I believe the shipping said the usual 3 to 4 weeks once they start shipping. So this is not something that people are going to start getting in hand in the next week or two. But it looks really cool. New parts, lots of new sculpt stuff. A really cool set if you like the Figure Obscura stuff.
It's awesome. Brian Carr says a little over an hour from G. You guys are more than welcome. Come over. Well, thank you, sir. Appreciate it. I think it would depend on if that hour from G is an hour closer to me or an hour back the other direction. So depending on that, may take you up. We'll see. Do we have a show next week?
We do. I will announce who it is, but I do not have a slide prepared because I do not have a photo to create the thumbnail yet. So I was told I'll get that probably tomorrow. So next week we have the one and only Marty Max joining us next Sunday night. We've seen him on
Dork Lair,
and is it New to Mythics?
Oh no, the new one, the Band of Four.
Okay.
Yeah, he was on that just recently.
Yes. Jen, I'm just going to go out on a limb here since we're just making stuff up and say yes, absolutely.
Yeah. And since the answer is yes, I think that you can officially change your name back to Lucky Sprinkles. So there you go.
Super Lucky Sprinkles.
Yeah, I would imagine a lot of people are just going to go to try to get some of that Echevarria luck. Like, see if it, they can kind of like fill their buckets full of Echevarria luck for the next year. So that's what I will do. Yeah. All right. So yeah, tune in for Marty Max next week. Should be a fun show. And I will be traveling this week. So probably get a travel toy video or two. Jesse just started his lore drops. You want to talk about that at all? Let them know about that.
Yeah, new short-ish format. Figure reviews focusing on the lore, where for mainly Mythic Legions, I'm sure I'll get into some other stuff here and there, but we'll be mainly focused on Mythic Legions. I should have another one or two up sometime this week. Just going through All-Stars 6-Wave right now. Baradak is up on right here on this channel, so if you want to check that out, go ahead. Cool. And I appreciate it.
Beautiful. Once again, right after this show ends, I'm going to turn on the How'd They Do That for Dub 3 for members of the Art by Akerman channel. So if you are a member, you can watch that right after this episode. And if you're not a member, if you're what we call the normies, normies can watch it tomorrow at 9 a.m. Eastern. So, but check it out because Dub 3 is a fantastic photographer, awesome person. And you get to listen to that song again. So, thank you, Rob. So, where did we say Rob was going to be? He's going to be on Latin Legions next week. So yeah, check him out. Mm-hmm. Yeah, good dude.
Thanks for the lore love, guys. I appreciate it. Absolutely. Try not to, as I just did one. I record it live, one take, so I'm not going to be editing stuff because I don't have time for that. So hopefully I'll get it a little more finely tuned and a little more under wraps for the next one.
Editing's a chore for sure. So awesome. Well, thank you for folks for tuning in.
I've done enough of it in my life.
Appreciate everybody. And Jesse, until next time.
What's in your shell? No!